So this must be our most recent one. So right now we are in, there's a guy's, what would you call it, penthouse apartment, and right across the way there's a woman who thinks she's like a famous news anchor. Maybe she is, but we were making fun of her because she didn't seem that famous. And yeah, we need to help her out. It was long and straight, like Jesus. That's great. Let's see. It's a complete chance that I happen to check Twitch chat now. Just thank God I did. I was excited for the 8 p.m. stream yesterday, and then I checked Discord, and you said you were camping. I know. I tried to mention a couple times throughout the week that we were going to go camping, but I had to cancel it. Unfortunately, I'm going to say we didn't cancel the stream. We just moved it. We're doing it today. But I'm so glad you can make it. I always think about you, Blaze, because I know you don't have like Discord on your phone to get those notifications, so I'm like, I'm not sure if he's going to see it or not. Hope he does.
Locked.
Oh, that's right. She can't get in there yet. We have to use Joey. Right now I'm having some iced tea, which is very delicious, and I need some caffeine. Otherwise, my brain is just going to stop functioning. Let's get Joey in here.
Joey, could you come out here?
That's
Relax,
a
I'm
cool
here.
feature. I really like that feature. Summon Joey. So there's a few things I know this woman's hiding from us. There was a note we found on the floor, and I think we could still look at it, just to get a refresher. So it says, I know about Heather, signed J. We think J was it Jeff something? Been a while. Take a look. Jeffrey Dutta. Okay, so that's probably from him. But we don't know about Heather. Wait, no, Heather Goffstein. Sorry, we got the name. According to Father Michael, Heather went to Grace Group meetings. That was like the weird cult that seems to... They're all disappearing and getting killed. I don't know anything about her yet, but Michael says she's dead. Pretty much most of these people had died. Wounded Pilgrim, how's it going, dude? Welcome back. Hope you had a great weekend. I am recovering from camping right now. Let's see, I don't remember exactly where we left off the last time, but I do remember feeling guilty as I slowly realized that the Grace Group might actually be completely innocent after all. Yeah, we're still not exactly sure what happened with them. It seems like they might have done some weird ghost, cult kind of thing and caused a problem that's going around killing all of them, but we don't know for sure. So let's just kind of like run down the names, because I kind of forget most of this too. So that's Heather. We don't know much about her, but she's dead. Peter Fielding. He was a member of the Grace Group. According to Father Michael, he passed away several months ago. He assumes that his soul was taken like the others, but he didn't actually see it happen. So we might actually find his soul. He owned a gym. Oh, no, that's right. We have seen him. So we actually went to the gym and talked to him. He is a ghost. He has not been ripped in half yet, which is good. Let's see, we've been calling it a cult, but it might have just been targeted for unrelated reasons. If so, I'm sorry. I know, poor Leah. I mean, she did some bad stuff right at the end there, but I don't know. It's kind of hard not to feel a little bit of sympathy. But we'll see what this all turns out to be. Alright, so Jeffrey Dutta. This is the one that wrote the note, probably. According to Father Michael, Jeffrey went to Grace Group meetings. I don't know anything about him yet, but Michael says he's dead. So that's two people with the exact same description. Benjiro, this is one's a mystery. Michael Cooper told us that a Japanese man named Benjiro ran the Grace Group meetings. We have not seen him, we haven't met him or anything. Now the Karth file, these are some notes that we got from our FBI buddies. Or not FBI. I keep saying FBI, but it's just like New York Police Department, right? Tanya Corsi. She was the host of the Good Morning Show. This is the woman, the ghost right next door. An early morning news program. Her ghost is currently haunting the apartment next door to George Austin's. We know that. Michael Cooper. George received several emails from Father Michael Cooper. Whoever Michael is, he appears to know a lot about what's going on. He even knew about where I was the other night. So we actually met Michael Cooper. He's the priest that's casting that weird spell around himself to try to like...
Detroit police!
There we go. Detroit police. It's actually New York police, but get the idea. Yeah, so he's trying to keep himself safe because he's scared whatever is killing all these people from the Grace Group Church is just going to rip him in half too. And then the Grace Group. When I spoke to Leah, who's killed herself, she said that she was part of a self-help group that met in the basement of Grace Church. She called it the Grace Group. I wonder why we've never been able to go into Grace Group. Janie, I'm sorry I'm late. What did I miss? Honestly, Janie, we've just been going through all the notes here just to kind of like refresh our memories on the previous game. So you haven't missed anything new. Let's see. I bet Good Morning with Tanya Corsi is a real hoot. I mean, she's so full of herself. How could it not be? All right. So let's go talk to her. We're kind of going to have to go and talk to everybody just to get a refresher. So we need Joey. Aha, he's already in here. So this is Tanya. This is the news reporter.
Hi there.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
So we ask her about the note on the floor, and she just goes, nope, there's no note. I'm not going to talk about that.
Are you sure you don't know anything about this note?
No, I don't know anything about any note. Please stop asking about it.
It's literally right there, except you can't convince a ghost that something's right there. They don't see it. They're in denial. See, I think we lost John, or at least I did. It looks like it's still running on my tablet. Am I still streaming for the rest of you guys? Drinking some tea, yes. So I went camping last night, and I am absolutely exhausted. So having some caffeine, hopefully keep me going for a couple hours so we can make some progress in the game. Maybe beat it. I kind of doubt it, but I think this game is actually a bit longer than the others. Let's see, I thought so, but then I altered the quality options and he came back. Okay, good. Yeah, let me know if I don't come back, because it seems to be working on my end. I'm watching myself in 360p just to keep my internet usage down. Let's see, wasn't there a green screen somewhere? I do usually use a green screen, Corey, but not for these kind of games, because the game, it's not widescreen, it's only like 4:3. So what I do is I take that image and I shove it over to the edge, and I put my camera and all the chat on the side. So I don't need a green screen. It wouldn't really help, you know? Okay, let's kind of run through some of these. I think we've asked her about all these, but let's see what she says.
Do you know a Heather Goffstein?
No. No, I don't. Sorry.
Probably hear a lot of that.
That note on the floor, it has Heather written on it.
So, like I told you, it has no meaning to me. I don't know any Heather.
Liar face.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Peter? Did you ever see him outside of the gym?
No. No, of course I didn't.
Mm-hmm. I think we know that's not true as well.
Do you know a guy named Jeffrey Dutta?
Sorry, I don't.
Does the name Benjiro ring any bells?
Benjiro? Is that Japanese?
It is Japanese.
I believe so.
Sorry, I don't know anyone named Benjiro.
Let's see, I'm going to do a little multitasking, have some homework to do. How can I miss Blackwell? I know, and we're almost done. It's going to be sad when it's all over. But we're going to do a different kind of game next, but this company, the Wajek Games, they've published a few other cool-looking point-and-click games. We'll do more of these in the future.
You ever go to the Carth House? Dumpy place in Chelsea.
Sorry, no.
And I know we've done these early ones, so we don't have to go through these again.
Well, Tanya, I have to get going, but I'll see you around.
Ta.
So after we found out her name, we pretty much got no new information from her, which is a bummer. She isn't that helpful. So let's get the heck out of here. You know, I wonder if we can talk to the doorman again. It's been a while since we asked him anything. He might know some of these names. Unfortunately, there's like nothing in here. Oh, we haven't looked at the tablet in a while. I wonder if he's gotten any new email. It looks like this is all old stuff. Yeah, we've seen all that. All right. And let's just make sure. Yep, we don't have any new emails here. Okay. Well, you know what? One thing we haven't tried to do in a while is connect names. Now, I usually do the brute force method. I pick one and just try to combine it with everything. Because sometimes there's kind of nonsensical ways the game logic matches things up, so you never know. Let's go Tanya and start connecting to her to people.
If there's a connection, I don't... I can't see any connection. I don't think those are connected in any way.
But these last two definitely are.
I don't think those are connected in any way.
There's a note in her house. What do you mean they're not connected? Let's see, can we drink our coffee or heat it up and drink it? Because it is certainly cold by now. Your coffee? How long have you had coffee, Janie? I got coffee as soon as we got back into town from camping. It was so much needed and delicious. But yes, right now it's really hot in my house, so I'm enjoying some cold tea. Let's see, I still think about combining we had to do to get into the Asian girl's hospital room during the Deacon case sometimes. That one was ridiculous, relentless. If we didn't look that up, we never would have done that. That's why I brute force a lot of this. Oh, Rosa's coffee. That's right, her cup of coffee she has. If we try to give it to somebody, she's like, no, it's mine. But she never drinks it. So it's like, what are you doing with it?
No, I don't see any No. No. I don't think... No. I don't think... This Benjiro person, if he ran the Grace Group meetings, we have to find him.
So we know we have to find him. That's nothing new.
She was part of the Grace Group. No. He was part of the...
So there's really not a whole lot we seem to be able to get here. It was some really interesting logic. I mean, once it happened, it kind of made sense, but it was just so different from what we've done up to that point in the game, it didn't really click for us, you know? You've made a grave mistake, Corey. Sorry, I had to. What is that from, Janie? Let's see. Adrian is a guy, and Alex Davenport is a person. Davenport must clearly be a guy called Alexander Davenport. Oh, that one. That's right, Blaze. Oh, that was so stupid. I remember when we did that, just my brain just shut off. I'm like, really? Is that what you're going to do to us, game? Oh, it's from a wrestling YouTube channel. There's an announcer named Corey Graves. And do they use that line a lot? You've made a grave mistake. Okay, so... did we ever search for a Benjiro? I don't remember. Benjiro. It seems like it's unique enough you'd actually get some hits. But nothing. Come on. Come on. Did we ever search for Grace Group? No. Or Graves. Yep. Your last name Palmer by any chance? Corey Palmer. When I think of Palmer, I always think of Twin Peaks. Laura Palmer. I don't know of a Corey Palmer. So I actually want to talk to the guy in the lobby. He might know something.
Hi.
Yes, miss?
I think there's some new names we have not asked him about yet.
Did George know anyone named Heather Goffstein?
I don't believe so. Sorry.
Did George know anyone named Peter?
I don't know for...
Don't you know everybody George knows? Come on.
Did George know anyone named Jeffrey Dutta?
Nobody named Jeffrey Dutta ever visited him here, that's all I can tell you.
Does the name Benjiro mean anything to you?
Sorry, it doesn't.
What if that's two names? What if it's Ben space Jiro? I think that'd be kind of a crappy solution to it, but I want to look real quick. I wouldn't put it past him. Ben Jiro. No. Okay. Phew. That worked. I might be upset. Rosa Hunt. Can we get a little more arm movement? Let's see, one of the characters in this game is called Corey. We did see a Corey, that's right. Alright, where are we going, guys? We unlocked a couple new places. There's the newsroom, which I don't remember going to the newsroom. Is this brand new? The Grace School, that's where the guy is casting the spell, and the gym. Let's check out the newsroom. We've not been here.
The local news is airing. They're talking about the weather. Again.
Yeah, I actually thought about that for a second. He's Ben Gyro, and it's not Japanese at all. That would be funny. Palmer is the cop. Oh, that guy. He's in the lobby now. And yeah, he gives us a hard time. And now, the weather. We go back to Bill with sports.
He looks pretty hard at work.
Really, he's just browsing YouTube.
Looks like he's got a bunch of news wire reports open. Oh, and Minesweeper.
Hard at work. You guys ever play Minesweeper? I never was really good at that game. I played it a few times when it was like one of the 3 games that Windows comes with, you know? You got like Solitaire, Minesweeper, and I think you used to get Ski Free. Do you guys remember that game? It was like this weird downhill skiing game where you're trying to run away from like a Yeti. It was kind of fun. You always lost.
It's pretty empty here tonight. I guess the weather even affects the media.
Or maybe it's an off day. Although, does the news ever really have an off day? Snow with a slight chance of murder on the side. And you play Minesweeper regularly. Oh, that's cool, while you listen to YouTube videos. So, I'm guessing, Blaze, you can do like the huge arena in Minesweeper and just dominate it at this point. I would always get really close, and I thought I was doing really good on the small ones. And then, of course, the one I pick...
Excuse me.
Hmm?
Hi, I'm Rosangela Blackwell. Do you work here?
Certainly do. Jim Peebles, senior producer. How can I help you?
Jim Peebles. Let's see, an off day for the news. You mean any day the Trump Twitter account is updated? He just makes the news, and it's so unfortunate. It's never good news. Let's see, I wish the weather would be music in real life. The weather would be music. What do you mean? So, what would you say you do here besides Minesweeper?
So what do you do here?
I'm the head producer for the Good Morning Show with Kathy Carden.
Isn't that Tanya Corsi's old show?
Yes, it is.
Aha, I'm gonna get some more background info about her. Oh, that's what you were referencing, Night Vale. I gotcha. When they go into the weather, they play a song. And I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but I actually have a new idea to replace this screen right here. I'm going to kind of redo this whole thing. Might work on it tonight after dinner. We'll see, but I have a cool idea for that. Let's see, I play the 16 by 30 board. I only win like 25% of the time. Well, that's 24% more than I do.
It's pretty empty here tonight.
Well, look outside. The weather's horrible, and almost everybody commutes to work. Nobody can get in, so we're running on a skeleton crew.
Man, that must be pretty rough. This guy's doing like everybody's job right now. So, did you work here when Tanya was alive?
Did you work here when Tanya was alive?
Yes, why do you ask?
I'm looking into her death.
Wasn't it an accident?
That's why I'm looking into it, just to be sure.
Huh. Well, all right.
There we go. Now we can ask him some questions. Nobody move! Need to get something to drink. I actually have a backup drink, LaCroix, in the fridge behind me. We'll probably need it after this tea. Let's see, do you know how to play? I know a lot of people just click random tiles and never learn. I kind of know the vague rules, Blaze, but I always screw up when it gets near the end. Because like when you click it and it opens up some area, the numbers I thought were supposed to be a relation to how many mines are like I forget how it works, but it's like their relationship to mines that actually exist. It doesn't tell you where the mines are, but the number tells you like how many mines are close to them or how close they are to a mine. I forget. So depending on the color and whatnot, you can kind of like guess like, okay, that one's probably a mine, that corner's a mine. But then it gets to a point where you have to start adding up like this one's a 3, this one's a 4, that one's a 7. Okay, it's definitely that one, and you can kind of figure it out, but there's always some guesswork, it seems like.
There's the self-help circle that held meetings a long time ago. It was called the Grace Group. Ever hear of it?
Sorry, no.
So yeah, I have a very vague, mostly incorrect understanding of the game.
Do you know a priest by the name of Michael Cooper?
I'm afraid I haven't been to church in a long time.
You just woke up, Janie, so you're definitely getting a coffee, hopefully. Let's see, the number means, that's the number of mines that are surrounding 8 squares. Okay, yeah, I thought there was some kind of proximity. Because usually you click one, it opens up a big area, and there's like a bunch of ones, you know?
Do you know a priest by the name of Michael Cooper?
I'm afraid I haven't been to church in a long time.
He's probably gonna know absolutely nobody except for Tanya.
What can you tell me about Tanya?
I liked her. Some anchors think they're the be-all and end-all, but not her. She knew we were all in this together, and worked well with all of us. That's how you make a news show. Everyone needs to help each other.
What do you mean she wasn't the end-all be-all? That's exactly how she sounds. She thinks she's like the biggest thing in the world. I can't believe that. I need more info.
Can you tell me anything else about Tanya?
Well, like I said, we all miss her. There's nothing else to say.
It's weird. Maybe she's different now that she's a ghost.
There are tons of case files listed here. I'm not going to ask about them one by one.
This is the most useful note that we have. Nobody cares about this.
Have you ever heard the name Benjiro?
Benjiro? No, I'm afraid I haven't.
No, it's Ben Gyro.
Do you have a record of a Jeffrey Dutta? He was killed in a hit and run.
Sorry, no.
Let's see, I'm pretty sure this is the last day of my sub, by the way. I'm going to miss these emotes. Aw. And we're getting a new one pretty soon. But it's going to be a level 2, I believe. But it'll happen again, Blaze. Stick around. Those gift subs fly out every once in a while. Yeah, actually, everybody voted on the next emote. The artist just got back when I was out camping, so I need to contact her with the details to create the new one. I'm excited.
Do you have a record of a Jeffrey Dutta? He was killed in a hit and run.
Sorry, no.
What are they, the police?
Do you know anything about the death of Peter Fielding? He owned a gym in Murray Hill.
No. Although you've reminded me I haven't hit the gym in a while. I suppose I should go.
I knew he was going to be mostly useless.
A note was found in Tanya's apartment. It was signed J.
And?
And your name begins with J. Did you write it?
Seriously?
You're in journalism. You know that any lead is worth following.
Sorry, I didn't write any note to Tanya. Not that I remember.
So maybe it wasn't Jeff Dutta, it was Jim Peebles.
Can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Well, what you see is what you get. I started working at a copywriter's desk about 30 years ago. Worked my way up to producer. Been here ever since.
Do you know anything at all? No. What are you doing here? Why do you exist?
Can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Well, what you see is what you get. I started working at a...
Same thing.
Can you think of any other Jays who might have written that letter?
I can think of 6 who work in this office alone. I'm sure there are dozens more.
I'm a J. I'm John. I could have written that letter. Am I a suspect? Can you tell me about yourself? No, I can't. All right.
Well, thanks for your time, Mr. Peebles. I might be back later.
Sure thing. I'm not going anywhere.
You know, one thing we've done before that I always forget to try is Joey can sometimes sneak up on people and look at their computers.
It's all gobbledygook to me.
You know how sometimes he sneaks around and like sees like a password or some note or something? Apparently not in this one. And it looks like the rest of the place is empty.
Just a bunch of desks. Late 50s, seems pretty dedicated to his job, probably eats more greasy food than he should. We're not here to watch that thing.
Okay, Joey. Wait, we always have to have Joey blow on people.
He twitched a bit, but not much else.
Just to try it, you know? You never know what you're gonna get. Alright, so what do we really get from this? Not a whole lot. We could go ask her about that name, see if she knows. Back with the soda. Ooh, what kind of soda you drinking, Janie? I would say I was good when we were camping and I didn't have soda, but
Joey, could you come out here?
I replaced that with beer and other drinks, so I really wasn't any more healthy. I don't know, is a beer healthier than soda? Cherry Coke, ooh, as always. I like Cherry Coke. I'm definitely more of a Coke person than Pepsi. When I was younger, I used to prefer Pepsi, and then as I got older, I preferred Coke.
Hi there.
Hello again, mister. What brings you by?
How about Jim Peebles?
I met one of your producers, Jim?
What about him?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering what you could tell me about him.
I don't spread gossip, mister. Except when I'm on the air.
Come on, a little bit more than that.
You sure you can't tell me anything else about Jim?
If you want to get to know him, ask him yourself.
Lame.
Well, Tanya, I have to get going, but I'll see you around.
Tom.
Actually, I'm going to ask about that note one more time because that J could be Jim.
Hi there.
Hello. What?
It might trigger her.
Are you sure you don't know anything about this note?
No, I don't know anything about any note. Please stop asking about it.
Oh, Janie, that's cool. I don't know if I've ever seen that message before, but thank you so very much, Janie Springs, continuing the gift sub from SpiderMonkey83. That is so cool of you. I really appreciate it. I know people have re-upped it before, but I don't think I've ever seen that message where it says they're continuing it from a gift. That's really cool. Thank you, Janie. That's so nice of you. And, of course, thank you for Spider Monkey. I actually was camping with him over the weekend. It was really good to hang out with him. He's a good guy. I'm going to have him on stream sometime. We'll play a game together.
Well, Tanya, I have to get going, but I'll see you around.
Tom.
I got to find the right two-player game. I'm sorry for not doing the same jump, but I can't afford 8. No problems at all. I mean, honestly, it blows me away when anybody ever donates anything, and anything that you guys give to me, I put right back into the stream. Lately, I've been getting a lot more artwork done. Like, I have somebody doing a new logo for the channel, because the one that I did, it's funny, I ripped it from a bachelor's, what would you call it? Like a best man, bachelor's, like a groomsman gift. I took that image for that, but it wasn't made for that. I just thought, it kind of works. But I'm getting a proper logo done. We've gotten the emotes done from donations and stuff, and pretty much any kind of upgrades I do on the stream. So yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Okay, so we didn't make any headroom with this one. Where are we going next? Probably back to the gym, maybe. We'll have to find some new notes before we can talk to the newswoman anymore. We need a new lead. In this Benjiro. Invisible Llama. I should be sleeping because I have work in 6 hours. So, Lurk, hope you're all well. Oh, Invisible Llama, thank you so much for dropping in. And thank you for the lurk. I really appreciate it. It's funny. Lurking it's an interesting thing. It's like, it's a way to show support, but you can't actually be there. And some people think like, why would I watch if I'm not there? For this game, it doesn't make a big difference. But if we were playing like a popular game, people lurking makes the number of people watching the stream go up, and you go further up the list in the overall streams on the channel. So like, let's say we were playing a game and there's like 100 people streaming it. Well, if I have like 6 people watching me versus 12, I'm way further down on the list, so less people find the stream. So it really helps, and I really appreciate it. Of course, for this game, we're the only one in the stream, but I do really appreciate it anyway, because it also helps the metrics of the channel. Like, people can tell, like, oh, you guys have an average of 15 people watching this channel. That's pretty cool. Or, oh, you only have like an average of 4 people watching. You're a really small stream. So, lurking is always very much appreciated. So, I think we're going to go back to the school and talk to that guy again.
At last, you've come back.
And
We found one of the Grace Group spooks, Peter Fielding.
I see. Is he still intact?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he tried to get me to join a gym.
I thought as much.
You thought so. What do you mean?
You know as well as I do. A spirit cannot be moved from this world until it is spiritually ready. It would appear that is also the case here.
Let's see. You're not a small streamer, Jean. You're growing. That's a way to think of it. You don't want to say small streamer, because that makes it seem like you're inconsequential. I mean, we're a niche stream, for sure. We play very unique games that not a lot of other people will stream. I bet if you check Blackwell right now, we are the only channel playing this game, but that's how I like it. I mean, you guys found me because you found a game that you probably wanted to watch, and you found somebody playing it that was entertaining, and now we get to do more games that are similar to that. I mean, when you think of the overall grand scheme of things, there's huge streamers, there's streamers where nobody are watching them. So honestly, I never expected to be as big as we are right now. Like, when I get 10, 15, 20 people watching me, it just blows me away. I started streaming about a year ago, And I went months and months of having like 1, 2, 3, 5 people watching. So after that one big raid from Brian Deckhart, and then we regularly hit like 15 or 20 people each stream, it's so awesome. Let's see, you know the thing I said about the next Telling Lies stream would come with a special TLAB? I think we're going to run out of regular ones before that point. That's totally possible, Blaze. Unfortunately, Andy hasn't had the time for a while, and now she hasn't been feeling good, so it just hasn't worked out in the schedule for her to join us. And she prefers to do it on the weekend, which also limits it as well. Let's see, there is another stream of this game right now. Oh, cool. Let's see, I'm moving you to another computer. A friend wants to play Dauntless. I've heard that game's fun. I've never played it. Someone clip this for John from the future. No, I haven't. Yeah, that would be funny. I make a statement about, like, I'm so happy being this big. And then all of a sudden, like, hey, remember when you only had, like, 15 people watching you? Now you have, like, 5,000? All right. So good, we can talk to her some more. What about George and Leah?
But what about George and Leah?
From my understanding, they were aware of their death when they were taken.
Yeah, they were.
Then there is your answer. They were spiritually ready to leave this world, and so were vulnerable.
Oh.
This Fielding, was it? He is a lucky soul indeed. Until he is made aware, he cannot be taken. Not by you, or by anyone else.
Well, now I feel kind of bad. When we try to help them out, we say, hey, you're dead, and they realize it, they're in danger at that point. That's kind of scary. Oh, there we go, Blaze. So Blaze tried to send a message, but Automod blocked it. But he was saying that although you seem to say niche the British way and not the American way, niche anyway. I've always said niche, but I have heard it say niche as well. I like niche. I don't know why. Let's see, I miss Dauntless. It's a great game. I still need to try it, Tajay. You can only get it in the Epic Game Store, right? So wait, this is our fault?
So wait, this is our fault?
Whatever do you mean?
Leah, George. Just by trying to save them, we destroyed them.
I suppose. Yes, it could be seen that way. But please do not blame yourself. How could you have known?
Ignorance doesn't change anything.
True.
Listen to me. Whatever or whoever is taking these souls, they were marked long before they died. All we can do now is move forward and save who we can.
It's so funny, Blaze, because you can't say the word phages, but a lot of other people can. That's one thing that never made sense to me. Let's see, Epic Store is for PC. It's also on Xbox and PS4. Nice. If I got it, it'd probably be on PC. You can't just leave him.
So what? We just leave the spook to rot?
Of course not. It has been known for some spirits to become aware on their own. The right face, the right moment, anything can trigger it. And if that happens to Fielding, no. Our duty is to save him, and save him we shall.
How? The usual rules have been chucked out the window. We make a move and he gets hammered, and we're not going to let that happen. Not again.
It is a dilemma for certain.
What if we go really quick? Like, usually we're nice and we're, like, talking to them and, like, saying, hey, you should probably move on to the other side. And they're chatting about their past and stuff. What if we just say, go, 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 hurry, you have to go to the light? Maybe they'd be okay. Let's see, I'm guessing it thinks that it's supposed to be the word for a female dog. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Niche is probably the word that was blocked. We are beta testing the auto mod feature for Twitch. They should be sponsoring us.
You've been around the block a few times, so to speak. Nothing like this has ever happened to you before?
The destruction of the very essence of life? No. Such a thing is difficult to contemplate, and to witness it, even more so.
Oh, see, Corey was able to say it. Maybe it was a different word. Although, any other word in there was fine. I don't know. It's weird. Poor Blaze, man. Did you go in another channel and, like, swear up a storm and now, like, they just don't like you? Because most other people can seem to do that.
We need to think about this. Plan our next move.
Of course. In fact, I might have an idea along those lines. I must confer with my host. Please excuse me.
I want to talk to your host. There he is.
He's okay? Peter's really okay?
He is still deceased. But in all other respects, yes. He is as well as can be.
This changes everything. You have no idea. You two, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I never even
not all good
considered
news.
that Peter's soul could be saved. And maybe Heather, too. Yes, Heather. If she wasn't taken, then her soul must still be lost.
And this is a good thing?
Of course. If a soul is merely lost, it still can be saved. And maybe so can mine.
You're not even dead yet. If I were going to save your soul. Let's see, Corey. Type a word that begins with PH, and then the first letters of the alphabet, and then... Yeah, I'm curious how that works. Yeah, poor Blaze. He did some really impressive ways of trying to psych it out, and it always caught him. That automod is smart.
So, what's your plan?
We are approaching this from ignorance, and possibly from fear. Before I was trapped in the void, I was a spirit guide for a very long time. I can learn much from a spirit by looking at it, and talking to it. If Fielding's soul still exists, then it must be brought here.
And Heather. Heather's soul must still be out there.
And her as well, of course.
What if these are the bad guys? Oh, it blocked Corey too. Didn't like it. Yeah, it thinks that word, even though it's a normal word in the dictionary, it thinks that it's a bad word.
Peter Fielding's spook is at the gym. It's not too far away. You can talk to him there.
Are you kidding? I step out of this circle, who knows what could happen?
Tajay.
If I die, there's a good chance I'll be an aware spirit, just like Leah and George, and then...
Be at peace, my host. I would not ask you to do such a thing.
Well, thank heaven for that.
Besides, it is unnecessary. As you say, only spiritually aware souls are attacked. Since this Fielding is not spiritually aware, meeting him in his current state would be fruitless. We need to awaken him before I can determine anything about him.
I wonder what it could be. I wonder if it's because you have VIP. Maybe it does something like that. Like if you're a mod, you could probably type it. Maybe because it's your VIP. Sausages. It worked. There we go. If we ever play that game again, you can use that. To be fair, I don't think Automod has ever given any Fs to what I've said. Honestly, it lets everything Tajay say go through that I've seen. Automod probably gave up on Tajay a long time ago. It's like, I can't stop him. If you're a VIP, you can dusk virology. It's what it takes. Won't that destroy them?
Won't awakening these ghosts destroy them? Aren't we trying to avoid that?
Don't be absurd. We'll put them behind this circle. They will be safe there.
And how are we supposed to do that? Spooks like me can't enter the thing.
This might surprise you, Malone, but I did think of that. Come here. Take this.
What's this thing?
Call it a totem. It was made with some of my essence. The circle was created in much the same manner, so it will make a perfect focus.
Oh, interesting.
When you awaken a spirit, use the totem to send them directly here. They will remain safely behind the circle until we can determine the next course of action.
So I'll be trapped in this circle with Peter and Heather's ghosts?
I am afraid so, my host.
Well, I suppose it can't be helped. And I guess it will be nice to see them again.
Yes.
So that's interesting. She was actually able to give us something, like physically, you know? Even though they're ghosts. That's kind of cool. And now I know I haven't been paying attention. What did you say about the ghost being in danger? So I'm not sure how far you missed, Blaze, but what we discovered is that when we are trying to help the ghost move on to the other side, you know how they kind of fade in and out? That's when they have the realization that, like, oh, I'm dead. And you start having to talk about going to the other side. Apparently, Blaze, when that happens, that's when whatever this evil thing is that's like tearing apart the souls, that's when he strikes. So we're actually killing these souls by trying to help them. So what we're going to try to do is help them out, but bring them here so they can be safe behind the circle. So maybe we can stop whatever this thing is doing.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Peter? Anything that can help us?
No. Of all the people in our group, Peter was the one I spoke to the least. I think George once belonged to his gym, even took personal training sessions for a while. But George wasn't really the personal fitness type.
I need to know everything you can tell me about Heather.
Well, there was one thing. It was a confession of sorts, you see, and she trusted me.
What
What'd she
was
do?
it?
You don't understand. It was a confession. It might have been a long time ago, but it was still a sacred trust.
She's
I can't
dead.
betray that trust. It goes against everything I believe in.
Don't you think that under the circumstances, she would understand?
I'm not sure God would.
Does it really matter? What's the worst that could happen? You lose your soul?
You tell him, Joey.
My God, when you put it like that. Heather was a prostitute. She wanted to confess, but didn't feel right entering a church. She might have been Jewish, judging by her name, but I think she just wanted to speak to someone who understood.
Understood.
Someone who had been to grace group meetings. Someone who had had a life-changing revelation, like I did. I don't know what her revelation was, but she wanted to purge herself of her old life. So she asked if I could come to her apartment and listen to her. So I did.
Do you remember where she lived?
I was a priest entering the house of a prostitute. It's not something you forget. She lived by Tompkins Square Park. Here's the address.
Sweet. Okay, we got a new place. Thank goodness. Let's see. Eventually, Automod will allow the F word and ban Duck and Buck. And Taji just used them all at once. Automod's like, yep, let them on through. Don't worry about those. Now, phages. No. We're blocking that. I think we have some new names to ask him about. Jim Peebles is new.
Do you know anyone named Jim Peebles?
No, sorry.
Let's see. John, stop. You'll get the stream banned. No, not phages.
This is Twitch. We have stopped this stream.
Right? They just take over. Man, I don't think this is going to get us any new information, but we could try these.
Is there anything else you can tell us about Heather? Anything at all?
I just know she was a prostitute when she went to grace group meetings. I don't know what's happened to her since.
Is there anything you can tell me about Peter? Anything that can help us?
No. Of all the people in our group, Peter was the one I spoke to the least. I think George once belonged to his gym, even took personal training sessions for a while. But George wasn't really the personal fitness type.
I was trying to understand what you were doing there, Blaze. I get it now. Stones, Peebles, Stoons, Pebbles, like that. James Stones, Jim Peebles. Stoons. I like that.
I guess we should get going.
Then I do believe our talk is concluded. I will return outside.
Hey, Madeline?
Yes, my host.
It's all right.
All right?
Yeah, stay inside. It's cold out there.
I don't feel the cold, my host.
I know.
Aw.
Just stay, please, and thanks.
It is my pleasure, my host.
He likes her again. That's cute. He didn't want her around. He was like, not afraid of her, but it just kind of like creeped him out a little bit, I guess. So he's like, you know what? Just don't be here.
Madeline?
Yes, Blackwell.
I've always wondered, just who are you?
Pardon?
Where'd you come from? Who you were before all
Ooh,
this?
background.
Tell me one thing. Have you ever asked your spirit guide the same question?
Yeah.
Has he ever given you a satisfactory answer? Precisely.
Dang it.
Joey told me about how you helped him out of the void.
We helped each other.
Well, even still, if you weren't there, well, I don't know what would have happened.
The hole in the universe caused by the severed link would have consumed you. Your mind would have collapsed under the pressure, leaving you a raving madwoman.
Like the Countess.
Right. Well, thanks.
My pleasure.
What about Auntie Lauren? Is that what happened to her?
You once told me that you knew my Auntie Lauren.
After a fashion. While in the void, I could reach out to the mortal world in dreams. The minds of other bestowers were the most receptive.
Huh? If that's true, how come she never mentioned it?
Sadly, the memories of our meetings faded as she woke.
Wait, what did you talk about? I know, is this like an unspoken spirit guide rule? Don't talk about your backstory? Rule number 1, do not talk about Fight Club. It's kind of like that. Be mysterious.
What did you talk about? You and Auntie, I mean.
You have to understand, she was dreaming while we conversed. Her mind wasn't entirely lucid.
So you can't tell me anything.
Nothing that would make any cognitive sense.
Do you know what happened to them? To Auntie? To my grandmother? They both went insane. They spent years sedated in a hospital. Do you know why?
I do not. I felt their minds when they went, but that is all I know.
I see.
When they went. Are we gonna go nuts too?
Do you think the same thing will happen to me? What happened to my aunt and grandmother, I mean?
I am sorry, I do not know. But I do believe your chances of safety are high.
You really think so? Why?
I told you. While I was in the void, I could sense their minds. I could sense yours as well. You are stronger than they were.
I'm stronger?
Not physically, or even mentally, but emotionally, yes. Your grandmother fled the duty. Your aunt performed it with only the greatest reluctance. But you have embraced it, thrived in it.
Because we have Joey.
Well, it's what I do.
If it wasn't for Joey, we wouldn't be thriving as well. Let's see, Corey, do not talk about Fight Club. Don't talk about Fight Club. Anyone new must... Oh yeah, anyone new to Fight Club, you have to fight. There was like 6 or 7 rules, weren't there? That's true, though. Lauren did also have Matchmaker Malone. So, I guess we can't quite use that excuse.
Do you know anyone named Jim Peebles?
Apologies, I do not.
Do you think Heather's soul is still out there? Like Peter's?
The fact that Peter is an unaware spirit was a stroke of luck. Perhaps we will be lucky again.
Yeah, Joey's like a family heirloom passed from one generation to the next. That's a hell of a lot better than like a necklace, so that's pretty cool.
Do you really think Peter Fielding is in danger?
I can assume nothing less. Remember the totem I gave you. Use it as soon as he becomes aware.
Oh yeah, so we should have that totem in our inventory, right? Let's back out and check that out.
I guess we should get going.
Of course. Keep us informed of your progress.
So if we look up here, where's the totem? Oh wait, Joey has it, huh? Ah, Joey has the totem.
Madeline said she used a bit of her essence to activate that circle, and that this totem would zap spooks into it.
So basically, once they start to realize that they're dead, we use that totem on them and they get teleported here, I think. So maybe we can talk to her as Joey.
Hey, Maddie?
Yes, Malone.
You not like us? Ooh, Madeline and Michael.
So, you and Michael seem to be getting along better?
Indeed, he has proven to be quite eager to pursue the duty. That is, assuming he survives this ordeal.
We're working on it, Maddie. We're working on it.
Come on, Maddie, give us time. Let's see, spirit guides make me think of KK, which made me remember Therapy's last Unavowed stream. We got to the Just a Tragedy case. It's still as funny the first time. Nice. Oh, that's great. We're able to use the emotes in there. That's so cool. Oh, Diddy, how's it going? Thank you so much for the lurk. That's all it was. I'm going to redo a scene with that emote of Gus doing that without the word tragedy. Just him doing that, replacing the person's profile picture. It'll be cool.
So, what's your plan for after this is all done?
Convince my host to leave the city, I suppose. There is no need for 2 bestowers here. Or perhaps your host can be persuaded to relocate.
What do you think, Red? You want to leave New York? Maybe go to Europe?
Ooh.
My apartment is rent controlled, Joey. What do you think?
There you go.
Rent control. That's important in New York. A huge thing. You did spam the tragedy emote. Nice, relentless. Let's see, the name Maddie makes me think of one of the times I got catfished. Oh no, Blaze, that sucks, dude. So, details. How bad was it? Amy, how's it going? I'm okay right now. Actually, hey, could you open the fridge right behind me? I have a LaCroix in there. Never mind, she can't go in there. No, I'll grab that one because I don't want to forget it. I'll leave it in that fridge and think I'm out of LaCroix. I'll just grab that one. Thank you, baby. I'm okay. Hey, Georgie. Oh. Jesse's sleeping on the floor. Here's your Georgie. Hi, buddy. We missed them when we went camping. Grandma came, basically Andy's mom, to take care of the dog. She's really good with the dogs. And especially Georgie, because he's a bit special needs, as we know from our emote. He's scary. Hello, Mrs. Cadia. John Ladia. Oh, I like that. Miss John Ladia. Hi. You want to sing at all? Seems too lovey to sing right now. I think we should try to let him off easy. Oh, I think he's gonna stay here. Gonna chill here? I think he's just gonna play with us. Alright, let's try that. Alright, can we stop this?
Do you really think we can stop whatever this is?
I do hope so. For my host's sake, at the very least.
He's been such a good boy. He's hanging right here. I know, the song of his people. He might growl, but right now he's been really good.
So we never really talked about the Countess.
I am aware. I have purposely avoided the subject.
We need details.
Why's that?
She banished me, Malone. Left me alone in an infinite void of nothing. I may have forgiven her. I may even understand her motives. But I cannot bear to think of her. Not yet. Please don't ask about her again.
Ah, I want to know more about her. Let's see, the Matrix is glitching, Georgie's not singing. It's only because I'm not trying to get him off my lap. As long as I just leave him alone, he's really cool. If I try to pick him up or get him off my lap, that's when the growling starts. You okay, Jesse? Jesse's coughing. Hi to everybody. Oh, there go. She's been hanging out with Papa. I didn't even see her in here. She was just laying on the floor. What a good little girl. Unfortunately, I already have a dog on my lap. Otherwise, I'd pick up Jessie too. So we already asked her these questions from, I was going to say Lauren, from Rosa. So we don't need to do it again.
Right. We're gonna take off, plan our next move.
Aw,
Of course.
Jessie
We will
waves.
be here.
Okay, let's check out that new location. I guess we're gonna go talk to Heather, who's apparently a prostitute. I wonder how risque this game might get. Heather, that's the name of the location. Heather. Oh, there she is right there. They don't even have to go in a building, just bam.
It just looks like a hallway leading down to a set of stairs.
Matchmaker's gonna smash it. I was so happy Malone got that kiss in the last game. That was cool. That was a cute moment.
Some nasty spikes up there. I'm not climbing over it for sure.
Wussy. Oh, looks like I have to use Joey to get through because I can't actually look at her there.
A locked gate. A problem for some.
Not for Joey. It was pretty sweet until she had to go. That was such a bummer. It was heartbreaking. It's like, you want Joey to have like a relationship, you know?
Hey, how do you get in?
Ah, hello, miss.
Answer my question. How do you get in?
Oh, the gate was open. Is that all right?
Sure, I guess. Just be sure to close it when you leave. I don't want to get in trouble.
Alright, Joey, let's be smooth. Rest in peace, Jamie. She was cool. I like Jamie.
Nice looking girl. I suppose that's an asset in her line of work. Dark and dusty. Can't tell what's in there.
So is this her house right here?
Those plants are barely clinging to life.
More than likely.
Must lead inside. Frozen solid. Nobody's gonna have a picnic on that anytime soon. Frozen.
Okay, I think that's all to look at. Let's talk to her.
Excuse me, miss?
Oh, hi. What's up?
Let's see. You know how we confused Heather and Tanya for the longest time? Heather actually looks a bit like Tanya, but younger. I could see that. Yeah, they have some similar facial features. Related, maybe? Oh. Well, there was a note in Tanya's house saying, I know about Heather. What if it's like an estranged daughter or something, Blaze? You might be onto something. You sure you should be out here?
You sure you should be out here?
Why shouldn't I be? It's perfect. It's so nice to finally have a night clear enough to enjoy this place.
Clear?
Clear night. Right.
At least he's gotten used to it.
You live here?
I do. Why?
No reason. Just making conversation.
So, you're Heather.
Is your name Heather Goffstein?
Oh, I see. You came from Ray.
Ray?
Of course. You did come from Ray, right?
Ray? Sure, let's play along with it. See where it goes. They look similar. Yeah, she might actually be her daughter. Good theory, Blaze. I'll give you credit for that, Blaze. Even if you weren't thinking that, I'll give you credit for that. Because I wouldn't have put that together without you saying that. If that's even the right thing, it might not be.
Sure, Ray. Him and me go way back.
No, I don't think you do.
Oh.
If you want a date, you'll need Ray's permission.
A date?
Isn't that why you're here?
No, not at all. I just want to talk.
Really?
Really?
Well, I suppose that's all right, but we should stay out here. If we don't go in the bedroom, then it's not a date.
Well, there you go. Okay, I think Georgie's about to sing for us because he's trying to get up. You want to sing, buddy? There it is. So majestic. We'll let him go down. Go on, buddy. Here you go. The song of his people. Georgie's greatest hits. We need to start naming his songs. Does he have patterns? Like, sometimes his growls are a little bit different. Maybe we can figure out which song he's singing at the time. So you don't seem surprised that I just want to talk to you.
You don't seem terribly surprised that I'm here in your garden.
It is a bit strange you appeared out of nowhere, but hey, I'm used to men appearing on my doorstep. And for some reason, you seem safe.
Safe?
Yeah, just a vibe.
Huh. Thanks, I guess.
They're literally always the same melody every time. So maybe it's just Georgie's one-hit wonder. He hasn't created a new song yet. Alright, we have a crap ton of stuff to ask her, but she was a part of Grace Group, so I'm thinking we might get some good details.
Can you tell me about the Grace Group, Heather?
Grace Group?
Yeah. You were a member, right?
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
Come on, think. You met in the basement of Grace Church.
What, like AA? I'm not an alcoholic, thank you.
Weird. Why does she not know about it? Let's see, he's working on his album. These things take time. Right now he just has the single out. EP, right?
Tell me about Father Michael Cooper.
Father Michael? Is he a priest or something?
Yeah, or something. He was part of the Grace Group.
I don't know him. Sorry.
Are you sure? He seems to know you.
You don't meet many priests in my line of work. Or at least, if you do, they don't usually tell you.
This is interesting. Why does she not seem to know what we're talking about? Everyone seems to know her.
Do you know a Tanya Corsi?
I don't think so. Sorry.
You ever go to the Carth House? Dumpy place, Chelsea.
I don't think so. Sorry.
And we're striking out here.
Do you know a guy named Benjiro?
I can't really say one way or the other. Sorry. I could get into trouble.
Wait, what? She can get into trouble, so she does know a Benjiro.
Do you know a guy?
I could get in.
That was a weird way to say that. Do you know Tanya Corsi? Oh, you mean my mom. Of course I do.
Do you know a guy named Peter Fielding? Runs a gym in Murray Hill.
I can't really say one way or the other. Sorry. I could get into trouble.
Oh, it's a generic thing. She says that for multiple things.
So, tell me a bit about yourself, Heather.
Can we not, please? Let's just enjoy the evening, okay? It's nice out here.
Sure. No problem.
Come on, give me the details.
Do you know a guy named Jim Peebles?
I can't talk about who I might know. I don't want to get anyone into trouble. Especially me.
So she's not going to be useful to talk to.
So, tell me about this Ray character.
I really shouldn't. Ray is really exclusive with the clients we're given. I shouldn't have told you the name.
Oh. A little bit more, come on.
So, tell me...
Ray...
Same thing.
So...
Can we not? Let's...
Sure.
We've actually already exhausted everything. We didn't learn anything.
Well, Heather, I have to get going.
But...
Sure. I'd leave the gate open, but for some reason, I don't think that will be a problem for you.
We can probably just go right into her house and find some new stuff out. Yeah, she's saying it about Grace group members only. Oh, there we go. Take all context away and look at the scene. Rosa looks terrified. Dude, she does. She's just standing there, just like staring at like an empty, what looks to everybody else like an empty alleyway. It's kind of creepy. Rosa, what are you doing? Are you okay?
Just a dark hallway. I can't see a thing in there.
Oh, so do we have to turn on light or something? That's a bummer. Okay. And Rosa probably can't do anything.
Pretty solid. No way I'm getting through.
Darn it. Alright, come on, Joey. Oh, there's no call Joey button. Let's see, I like the sound her footsteps make on the snow. It's so realistic. It's satisfying. It's got that good snow crunch. Do some snow ASMR, guys. And it leaves footprints, which is great. I could feel the snow. Hoey Malone. Blowy Malone. Blowy Malone. Alright, Alright, let's go back to the gym guy. Been a while since we talked to him.
It seems to open with a key card. It needs a key card. Sticking my hand in it won't do
Wait,
anything.
I could have sworn that we got in there before. Did we just get in there as Joey? Maybe that was the case. And he was in the men's room. There's a photo of that newswoman right there. Okay, before we get into this, I'm just going to grab a drink real quick. Actually, you guys can probably see me going into my little mini fridge back there. Really right behind me. So convenient. Some Drinkhadia. This one is not green, this one is yellow. Lemon flavored, it's good. Vanity fancy. It's nice having that easy access. Especially when I have friends over and we're just gaming in here. I don't have to leave, it's great. Except to use a restroom. We do leave for that. Okay, let's see what else we got here.
Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
Say, why do you have a fridge in your closet, John? Because I'm way too lazy to go to the kitchen to get a drink. This is kind of like my little man cave setup. I got all my gaming stuff. I got a TV right here. So it's just easy access. Ooh, are we going to say we want a personal training session? For the boogeyman, duh.
So I'm told that you give personal training sessions.
To George.
Yeah, you interested?
I sure am.
Well, I don't have the time right now, but I can probably pencil you in. Just gotta check the schedule outside.
Well, there we go. What's this about?
How about next Tuesday, say 11 a.m.?
Sure, I think I could swing that.
Great. Here's my number in case you need to reschedule. You got a phone?
Ah, no. Well, I'll just remember it.
We got a phone number.
Okay. 646-555-0425.
Thanks.
Great. See you then.
You know what would be cool?
And by the way, when you come to our session, don't wear a suit.
Oh. It'd be cool if they could use real phone numbers and like connect them to like answering lines, you know? So if you actually called the phone number, you get some cool little like Easter egg kind of thing. That'd be fun. Okay, there was a couple of things we could ask him about.
Hey, Peter?
Hey man, what can I do for you?
Your father. Why would we want to reschedule it?
So, you run this place with your old man, huh?
Sort of. He built it when he left the army. I took over long ago.
So, you run this...
Sort of.
Well, same thing.
So when's a good time to call you?
Business hours are fine.
Do you know anyone named Ray?
Sorry, I don't.
About Jim. He said he went to the gym.
There's
Didn't
this
mean to do
TV
that.
producer. Name it Jim Peebles. Do you know him?
No, sorry, I don't.
Dang. How about... Oh, we don't have George as an option anymore. I think we used to.
Can you tell me anything about Heather?
It's been a while. And I didn't speak to her much back in those days anyway. Sorry.
So he actually remembers Grace Group.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Grace Group?
What's to say? They changed my life.
Yeah, they did. They changed your life to not living. Let's see, there's an old NES game with a phone number that has since become a sex hotline. Oh no! I mean, not a lot of kids are into like really old school gaming, you know, and they're especially not buying like physical copies very often because they're getting more and more expensive and rare. But imagine if a kid picked that up at like a, I don't know, used game shop or something and actually called it. That'd be terrible. And it would immediately cost money. Although, that makes sense because the phone numbers and instruction manuals would usually be 900 numbers and it would cost money every minute to talk to those people. So, it's just a little bit different than a sex hotline. Still costs money. Let's see, I didn't speak to her much. Well, that could be taken a few different ways. They were all business relentless. They didn't have time to talk. Let's see. I'm glad I can be the educational and informative person of the stream. We really appreciate it. It's fun to learn new things. Alright, so... I want to know what this does. I don't know why we would want to reschedule it.
Say, can we reschedule that training session we set up?
Sure, we can do that. Let's go check the calendar outside.
Okay, so there's going to be a puzzle about getting them to leave this room. I wonder what that is, though.
I think we can do Tuesday at 3 p.m.
Sure, sounds good.
Great, see you then.
I maybe have to do something.
Don't forget to breathe, Lisbeth. Always important.
Yeah, breathing's important, guys.
A calendar with a marker pen attached.
I don't remember doing this before.
Just a marker. Probably used to change the date on this calendar. There's a reason why I keep my hands in my pockets. There's less disappointment that way. Looks like they just scribbled a month in up here. Beats getting a real calendar, I guess. It's a number on the calendar. I can't do anything with it.
Yeah, so why is 7 circled? Interesting. Okay, so we have a new phone number, plus there's this picture frame on the floor. We don't know what this is yet.
Looks like that picture frame fell off the wall.
I think I tried to blow this before and it didn't work.
I'm not just gonna blow on everything I see.
So we don't know who that is. He's the silent type. So we got more of the Unbound style portraitless text. Yep. Just the way he just casually gave workout advice to the woman on the treadmill as he floated by was hilarious. I like that. It kind of makes it feel more, I don't know, less scripted, I guess. It's just kind of like happening on the fly. I like it. See, that breathing remark reminds me of an episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure where someone had been killed and their lungs had been ripped out. Jeez. And someone pointed out that it must be because breathing is very important for Hamon users. It's a JoJo thing. Yeah, true, but I think getting your lungs ripped out would be bad for anybody. Everybody needs some kind of oxygen. Alright, so let's try that phone number. So how long is that show, Relentless? Because I've only ever heard of the video games. I didn't realize it was like a long-running anime series. Hey, funny thing, how's it going? Lovely humans. It's good to see you. So we just got Peter's phone number. What happens when we call this number now?
Hey, this is Peter. You know what to do.
Oh. Oh, but now we can go to the police department and have them run that phone number to find out where he lives, right? Let's see, also, is this woman ever gonna notice that there's no one in the staff room because the owner is dead? Maybe because the door's never locked, she just keeps coming in, doing her thing, and leaving. Let's see, JoJo is a manga first, adapted to anime. Okay. Yeah, most things seem to come from mangas first, right? Or mangas. It's one of the longest running series of all time. That's really cool. I always think Dragon Ball is like one of the longest running animes. I've never watched it, but I just know it's been going on forever, it seems. I've only seen clips of the anime. It's weird. Let's see, the manga started in early 90s and it has 8 parts. Wow. 8 is the current one going on right now. And all parts are about 150 chapters. That is huge. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to go to the police station. Let's find out where that guy lives.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Our good friend Palmer.
Could you look up another phone number for me?
I suppose I can, within reason.
I'm trying to track down someone who Leah knew. The number is 646-555-0425.
Alright, give me a second.
Come on. Hope there's something good.
That phone is registered to a unit in Murray Hill. Here's the address.
There we go. The last time we tried to do that, we just got the address of the church, which was a little bit unexciting, but it did give us something we needed, so that was good.
Do you know anything about someone named Ray? I don't know who he is, but I think he's involved with prostitution.
Prostitution? Is this related to Leah's case?
I don't know. It could be.
This just gets better and better. Anyway, Ray, let's take a look.
Could be a lot of Rays.
Okay, the name Ray definitely comes up in the Vice Department database. There was a raid on a bar called Vantini a few years ago, and someone named Ray was taken in for questioning. No charges were made.
Just Ray? No last name?
No. Whoever Ray is, that's his full legal name.
What?
Anyway, here's the address of the bar if you need it.
Thanks.
Sure.
Is that a thing? You can just have a first name and nothing else? That's weird. Good old Palmer. He's always so friendly. There's a few other names we have not asked him about.
Is there anything in the system about a Jim Peebles?
Let's see. Nope. Whoever he is, he's clean.
Let's see, you can. I wasn't thinking... I mean, I guess I've only ever heard of celebrities doing it, you know, like Cher or Prince or something, but like, I assume that wasn't really their, like, legal name, you know? That's like what they go by, and that's how everybody knows them, but I assume that they still had like a real first name and last name, just kind of like, you can't just say, hey, can I have like a 4-digit zip, or 4-digit social security number? No. You're gonna have a... what is it, 8-digit code, or no, 9-digit code, and you're gonna like it. You don't have an option. So I assumed you have to have like a first and last name, but interesting that you don't need that. Oh, like Teller? You mean like Penn and Teller?
Do you have any record of a Heather Goffstein?
Let me check. Nope, nothing on Heather Goffstein. Sorry.
And she was in prostitution, and you have no record of it, okay.
Can you tell me anything about the death of a Mr. Peter Fielding?
Okay, let's see. Yep, here he is. Peter Fielding, age 54, owned a fitness center in Murray Hill called Field's
We already
Gym.
did this.
He fell off a ladder while fixing a light bulb in the locker room.
Oh,
Hit
no.
his head on the bench and bled to death.
This is new.
Nobody found him for several hours. An ambulance was called and pronounced him dead at the scene.
Nothing more than that?
That's pretty open and shut. Accidental death.
Man, changing the light bulb. That reminds me, I have some light bulbs in the house I have to change. And I have to get on the ladder to do it too. It's kind of creepy. Let's see, you can legally change your name to a single name. And you could probably name your child a single name too. Suck for the kid. It's easier having a last name, I think. Let's see, I had to go check, and the JoJo anime has about 150 episodes. So yeah, there's a lot of it. How long are the episodes? Are they like the short, like 15-20 minute ones, or are they longer?
I'm trying to find someone named Benjiro. He ran some kind of self-help circle called the Grace Group.
Let's see.
I feel like I should have already asked him all
Nothing on
these.
file. Sorry.
There are tons of case files. Do you know anything about Tanya Corsi's death?
Tanya Corsi? What are you doing getting involved with her?
It's
Complicated. Yeah, I get it. Durkin warned me it might get weird. Anyway, there's not much to tell. She slipped in her shower and hit her head on the tub.
Ooh.
She fell unconscious and she drowned. The coroner did an autopsy on her and found traces of whiskey and Valium in her system. Not a good combination.
She killed herself?
If you believe the tabloids, then yeah. But the coroner says no. There wasn't much in her system to actually kill her, but it was enough to make her a bit clumsy.
So it was just an accident.
So it would seem.
That sucks.
Do you have a record of a Michael Cooper in your system? He's a priest.
Let's check. Sorry, whoever he is, there's no file on him.
Dang it. Let's see, you just looked it up. Apparently, single names are common for Havanese people, an ethnic group native to Indonesia. I wonder why they do that. That's cool. And they're 25-minute episodes. So yeah, that's a lot of runtime, Relentless. Holy crap, 125 episodes.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
We got a new location,
Sure.
though. So, I'm glad we came down here. Let's see, the JoJo manga was first published in '86, so it's older than me. Not older than me. Oh, we actually have 2 new places. Let's just go to them in order. The first one is the Vantini Bar. You know, they keep doing like different variations of the, I call it the C sharp, the Cecil Sharp theme, when he's playing on piano. I love that song.
I can't see much, but it seems much warmer in there than it is out here.
Let's go.
I can't see.
Oh, there's a side door here.
The gate is locked.
You know Joey's going in there.
Will you look at this, Denise? Someone brave enough to join us in this weather. Well, brave or stupid anyway.
Hey.
Right.
What are you trying to say? You're the one that did it too, unless she works there. Let's see, it's called A Bizarre Adventure for a reason, and it's definitely not for everyone, but I love it. I might have to watch at least a trailer, see what it's like. Ooh, we got a British character. It's been a while.
She must really like this place to be here in this weather. She looks kind of young to be working at a place like this.
Is she underage?
They've got a pretty varied selection, although I wouldn't really know. My criteria for picking out wine is has pretty label and under $20.
That's pretty much mine too, for wine. Let's see. Oh, that could have been another TLAB. Which word? Character?
It's a painting of a woman dancing. It's dedicated to someone named Mistress B.
Ooh, we might get a name out of this.
Whoever this was, he signed it, "Thanks for the tie, with love, AG." Looks like some kind of promotional poster for a burlesque act.
Let's see, I made Sarai watch it, and he likes it. He's already at season 3. He's making good progress, dang. Alright, let's talk to her first.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm looking for Ray. Do you know where I can find him?
Ray, huh? And why would you be looking for Ray?
Giggity. I just need to talk to him. This game is taking all my options.
I need to talk to him. I can't go into specifics, but it involves a woman who worked for him.
Worked for him? In what capacity?
She was a working girl, Heather Goffstein. She worked for Ray, and now she's dead.
I see. Worked is the appropriate word, I suppose. Heather left my employ a long time ago.
Your employ?
Yes. You want to speak to Ray? She's right in front of you.
She's Ray.
The former Rachel Mendez at your service.
Ah, she's the pimp. Rachel the pimp. Alright. That caught me by surprise. That's kind of cool. She's pretty forthcoming. She was kind of like, yep, it's me. Let's see, he regularly updates me on where he's at, and it's so much fun to see someone experience all the weirdness for the first time. There's so many things that I wish I could just like Men in Black, you know, flash myself and forget something so I could experience again for the first time. Like the first time I ever played through The Last of Us, that was a hell of an experience. Something like that I'd love to play through again. Niche. Stupid, I can't use vitamins. Because you already know that one. Yeah, we did that one. Yeah, that was unexpected. Let's see, a female pimp is a madam, right? I always thought madam was more generic, you know? Almost like sir or miss, kind of. But I'm not sure. Maybe madam is like another word for a female pimp. Do you work here?
So you work here?
Not directly, but I suppose I'm as much a fixture here as anything else.
Okay, what about Heather?
So Heather worked for you. Can you tell me about her?
It's been, gosh, several years. I'm afraid I can't tell you much. She was very young, very pretty, slightly lost, perhaps, like many of my girls. She's really dead? How did it happen?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Is this a police matter?
Not directly.
Wonder
I'm
why she
working
doesn't
with
know.
them, but I'm pretty much on my own.
Well, in that case, ask me whatever you like.
She's pretty open, which is cool. I'm kind of surprised that she doesn't know that she's dead, though. Like, you think after a week or whatever of not knowing where somebody is, it's like, where's my money? Let's see, I've heard Madame used in that context. Okay, so maybe it is. Let's see, I just looked it up to confirm. Madame is a general form of address for woman, but it also is a female version of pimp. Nice, that's good to know. Madame, I like that.
You said Heather left your employ. Could you explain?
Just that. She packed up and left.
And you were okay with that?
You think I would drag her back against her will? Absolutely not. And what would be the point? I replaced her the next week. It's the nature of this business. Some girls try the life, discover it's not for them, and then leave. Some stay for years and it grinds them alive. But occasionally, with luck and persistence, one can flourish. Like I did.
Wait, so she actually left and didn't die first. I was thinking that she died under the employment, but she just like, nope, not doing it anymore. That's kind of cool. But what's confusing though is, why did she say we need to talk to Ray? You would think if she left her employee that she wouldn't be doing that anymore. She'd be doing something else, or she'd have a different contact, you know? Yeah, the former pimp, or madame, as we learned. Let's see. Some try this life and decide it's not for them. She says it like it's a passion project. Try this life, it's wonderful. Does she have any enemies?
Did Heather have any enemies? An obsessive client or anything?
I suppose anything is possible, but not likely. I screen our clients very carefully, and I keep very careful records.
She's a pretty good pimp. Prostitution is my passion. So how does this business work? I think we know how it works.
How does this business work?
Is she trying to get in it?
There's no bedroom upstairs, if that's what you are asking. I own several apartments in the city. I give the girls room and board in exchange for the money they receive. Some of them skim, hell, all of them skim, but I make sure to treat them well. They treat me well in return.
A pretty sweet deal. All right, any information about Heather?
If you kept careful records, does that mean you have a list of Heather's clients somewhere?
No,
Oh.
I'm sorry, but no.
That face. She's been so nice to us. I don't want to, like, screw this up. Don't you want to find out what happened? Let's see. I always wanted to be in an illegal line of work where I'm vulnerable to exploitation, assault, and I'm very likely in poverty. It's my dream. It sounds wonderful.
Don't you want to know what happened to Heather? That client list could help.
You have no reason to suspect one of her clients had anything to do with it. You can't even tell me how she died. I won't betray my client's trust based on a flimsy guess.
So we really need to... Oh, it's given us other options, though. I was going to say, maybe we need to come back with more info.
I really need that client list.
Absolutely not. I give a premium product, and our clients expect premium service. Privacy is part of that service. That client list stays in my office where it belongs.
Oh. Well then, we could just have Joey go in there. But do we say this? You know, you can't really seem to fail this game, but you can change the ending. I'm going to try to not say this right now. Let's see if we can do it other ways. Yeah, thanks for revealing the location, madam. Now we know where to look.
Well, I guess that's everything.
Sorry I can't help you.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, I liked Heather. I'm sad she's dead. I suppose a drink to her memory is in order. Care to join me?
Thanks, but no.
More for me then. Denise, 1 gimlet, please. You know how I like it.
A gimlet.
It's Ray's martini glass. Better not. Ray wouldn't like that very much.
Wait, can we do something with the martini glass? Pour some coffee in there?
I don't have much coffee left. I don't want to waste it.
Dang it. Yeah, I definitely want to try Joey first before we put the pressure on her.
Hi.
Hey, what can I get for you?
She definitely sounds very young, yes. Let's see, it's the 6th drawer down from the southwest corner of my office at 12 Woodcut Drive, Queens. You'll never find it.
So what can you tell me about
That's
this
funny.
place?
It's old, quiet. I like it that way.
Really?
Yeah, I work on my thesis most nights. Honestly, I'm surprised a big place like this can stay open. It's always empty.
So, she's a student, but they're not necessarily underage. What can I get for you, Heather Goffstein? Do you know where she is?
So that woman is Ray?
Yeah, she likes to keep a low profile.
Really? She told me her name quickly enough.
Yeah.
Well, I've made her a lot of gimlets tonight.
Ah, that's why she's so friendly. It's all making sense now.
Do you know about Ray's, business?
Look, I just work at the bar. I don't ask questions. And I shouldn't answer them either. Sorry.
Smart girl.
Do you know Heather Goffstein? She was one of Ray's, employees.
I don't know her. Sorry.
I better not drink. I need to keep a clear head.
How about a coffee or something?
No thanks, I already have one.
I see.
Yeah, your coffee's so old and cold, come on.
Well, thanks. I better get going.
Alright, Joey, it's time to work your magic. I wonder what he says about them.
So that's Ray, huh? Interesting lady. Ray got herself a martini. One of the many she's had this evening, I'm sure. A young woman tending the bar. She doesn't look happy to be there. My knowledge of wines went out of date when I did. Some hack actor. Nice tie, though. I don't know who that woman is, but it's dedicated to someone named Mistress B. It's a bunch of hearts. Can't really say anything else about it.
Always cool to get his idea of what's going on. So we got the emergency exit and upstairs. Of course we're going upstairs. Wonder, oh, this goes to that side entrance, I believe.
Huh, you think they used enough pink up here? She looks kind of old-fashioned, even by my standards. No idea who that guy is. No idea. Doesn't look like anyone sat there for a long time.
Yeah, I wonder why this place is always empty.
All I'll see is a whole load of nothing. Is this a gin joint or a living room?
Where else can I go? This is a weird room. Why would we go in here? It doesn't look like there's anywhere else to go. There's really no objects to interact with. Can Rosa come up here?
Hey, Red, get over here.
What is it?
You can, okay.
No. I've been walking nonstop for 2 straight nights in the snow. I don't want to see how I look.
Come on.
Some vintage posters of a German crooner. Looks to be 50 years old. A painting of a woman in Victorian dress.
Nothing to open up?
I'm not here to relax.
We needed that drawer you're talking about, Blaze.
The mirror is fine where it is.
Gonna be something that happens up here. Alright, let's check out that side entrance. Can we exit this way?
Hey, you can't go out that way. Sorry.
Oh, right. Sorry.
But Joey can. Come here, Joey.
What?
She whistles for him? That's funny. Good Joey. Ah. Oh, I wonder why it showed us up there. That was kind of interesting.
A trash dumpster covered in ice. It's a rag sticking out of a dumpster.
You know that's important.
Boy, I'm not phasing through a dumpster to look at garbage. I might be dead, but I do have some standards.
There's something there, though.
A fire escape ladder.
I guess there's nothing stopping me from doing that, except for my nearly complete lack of physical existence.
But we can get up here. That's kind of cool. Nothing we can do up there, though. So I think this goes outside. Yep.
Get out of there, darling. It's closing time.
Okay, I'm here.
Alright, I think we are done here for now. Do we have any new notes? We just know Ray. So Ray and Heather are connected.
Heather Goffstein. She worked for Ray, and now she's dead.
I wish I could have talked to her about all these different notes. Okay, so there's one more location we can check out. Let's go check that one out. It was the bar and Fielding. This is the gym guy's house. Oh, this is an interesting angle. Look at that.
The front door. It's locked. Typical.
How dare they? The most bland looking hallway I've ever seen. Hey, 43, welcome back, dude. How's it going? Hope you're having an awesome weekend. Thanks for joining us. We are getting pretty close to the end of this game. I don't think we're going to finish the stream, but probably the next one. We're making some good progress. We actually haven't gotten stuck yet. Wait, I thought this was the gym guy's house. Or am I thinking of something else? It said Fielding, right? Yeah, Peter Fielding. This was supposed to be his place. I'm doing really good, 43. I'm a little tired. We went camping last night, and I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. Stayed up too late, had a good time, and I just don't sleep very well with a bunch of noises, and it was pretty cold and whatnot, but it was a lot of fun. I will catch up on sleep tonight, though. That's for sure.
I can't see.
Wait, we gotta switch to Joey. There we go.
It's a painting of a young woman. No idea who she is.
Look at all the pizza boxes everywhere.
Yuck, who knows how long that's been lying around. I can't smell them, but even I can tell those flowers are fake.
There is an exercise bike. That's saying something.
She looks like she stopped caring about anything years ago.
I'd say she looks damn comfortable. That's how I describe that. Let's see, it looks like my apartment when I'm alone for more than a week. That looks fabulous. It's just like I'm going to be lazy, make a mess, I'll clean up when I'm done kind of situation.
A painting of a country home, some kind of farm maybe? Looks quaint in any case.
That's a word I like. Quaint.
After seeing the state of this joint, Red's place doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah, what is that? It just calls it filth. It looks like oil or tar is like spilled on the chair. I don't know what that is. Oh, some papers. Let's see, I've been AFK since my last comment. Seems I missed quite a bit. So we checked out, let's see, where were we? The bar. We talked to that lady, and we went on the outside of the side of the building, but there was nothing to really do there yet. So we haven't found where she's hiding that item. Or, what was it? The records for Heather. Now we are at, which is kind of confusing, this is Peter Fielding's house, but there's a woman in there who just has pizza and filth everywhere. Oh, that might be a new note. So this is a note we found on the table. Looks like New York City probation. Alright, dear miss, can't read it. Oh, we could probably use that case number, though, at the police station. As your probation officer, I am bound to report your absence from our meetings to the proper authorities. I understand your desire to get your head together after the events of the Karth House. Oh, here we go. But I'm afraid I must follow a formal process. Your next appointment is January 10th, 2014. If you attend this and every subsequent meeting promptly and in proper spirit, I can have your absence from the previous appointments excused. There we go. Carol Nowak. Unfortunately, we can't talk to her as Joey.
No point, she can't hear me.
How are we going to get in here? Well, we got some new notes. I wonder if we go to Rosa. Do new notes show up here? Yeah, we got the case number. So I think we need to go back. You read my mind, Relentless. We have to. We have to. Alright, switch back to Joey. Hello on woman.
She shivered a bit, but no other reaction.
That pizza's just too darn important, you know? God, can't take a break from eating pizza just because a little wind hits you in your apartment. Yeah, so yeah, we're still investigating the deaths in the Grace group. Yeah, we're making progress, but we're pretty mostly like just collecting more information right now. In proper spirit. You can't tell me how to feel. Whatever, I do what I want. Alright, so let's go to the police station and tell them about that case number. We'll find out who this is. Wait, can we have Rosa knock on the door?
Coming.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
What if this is the woman from the first, whatchamacallit, Blackwell game, remember? That woman that was in the apartment of the school that was kind of like all tatted up and kind of like anti-authority? I don't think it looks anything like her. Just kind of, when I saw the tats, I'm like, hey, be the same character.
Who are you?
Who's asking?
A friend of Peter's.
I'm a friend of Peter's.
So?
So I was hoping we could talk about him?
Funny. I was hoping to be left alone tonight. Guess who wins?
Dang. Oh, Crazy Kelly made of ice jelly. I think that's the one.
Coming.
Well, same game, but that woman was alive, the one
You
I'm
again?
thinking of.
What is it this time?
I think it was the main character who had died. It was their roommate. This is Peter's apartment. What the hell are you doing here?
This is Peter Fielding's apartment. Why are you living here?
Because I do? Now, please leave.
It's gonna be a slow process, guys. We get one question at a time.
Coming.
Yeah, you'd think after one time she wouldn't open the door
again?
anymore.
What is it this time?
See, she has an attitude I aspire to have whenever missionary kids are at my door. Jehovah's Witnesses. It's the worst. Apologize if any of you guys are Jehovah's Witnesses, but man, that's the last thing you want to do on your weekend. Just trying to relax. Usually I'm busy doing something, answer the door, and they try to talk your ear off for half an hour.
I'm looking into Peter Fielding's death. Did you know him?
Look, I'm done talking about Peter. I've got my own problems. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, I doubt there's any Jehovah's Witnesses here, but you always got to throw it out. I try not to upset anybody, but you know how it is. Hey, Rainbowscape, welcome back. It's good to see you. I mean, it's not like we're talking about Amish people. If there was Amish people here, then I'd be very surprised because you shouldn't even have a computer. More likely than Amish. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Blaze. Let's see, confession time. I once gave my number to a few Mormon guys who tried to tell me about their church because I thought one of them was cute, and then never answered any of their calls. It probably wasn't even that guy. They probably just took your number and put it in some database, and they're just calling everybody. But yeah, at least you tried, Relentless. You made a move. If you're not making moves, you're standing still.
Coming.
And I wish she wouldn't slam the door on us after every question.
You again? What is it this time?
Really slows this process down.
I'm working with the police.
And?
And I need to ask you a few things.
I've already told the cops everything. I wasn't there. Just leave me alone. Coming.
How annoying would this be? I would be yelling at this point.
You again? What is it this time?
You've knocked on my door 8 times. Come on.
We really need to talk. It's very important.
Well, I really need to get to watching this movie. We all have stuff to do.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I love that. I really need to get to watching this movie. Let's see. I love the implication that it sounds like something you would imagine I would do. It's like, yeah, that's just Relentless. No, that one actually kind of surprises me, Relentless. I like that. One of these times, she's going to open the door and then just slam it and walk back. She won't even say a word. Like, what do you want? Nope, just open, you, slam. Alright, so to the police station. That'd be a great place. Who is it? Oh, not you.
Officer Palmer?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
You can look up this case number.
If I gave you a parole case number, could you look up who it belongs to?
I can't, no. Sorry.
What?
Yeah, it was worth a try. Thanks anyway.
Why the hell not? Because they have like a really shitty database, that's right. I remember them saying that like, oh, we can't search by, what, address or something? I forget. But there was something really basic they couldn't search by earlier. Alright. The probation ID number, unfortunately we don't have it. Maybe we could search in Google for it. Unfortunately, it doesn't put it here in our notes. We have to go back and look at it.
Well, I'd better go. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Let's see, I always love your PG versions of the comments as they sit right above your head on chat. I know, I'm trying to make it clean, but it has like the F word right above my head. What you gonna do? Alright, let's try to Google that number. Alright, do your magic, Joey. We already tried to blow on her, didn't we? Okay, so Karth House is something important. Okay, we gotta remember that. Carol Nowak. We should Google a couple things. So, can somebody type this in chat? LM67R39. It's probably not going to have any hits, but you never know. And I'm going to search for Carol Nowak first. Let's see. Oh, we have a new message too. All right, Carol Nowak. I think that's how it's spelled. Nobody. Let me just verify that was it. Yeah, we got it right. Okay, so we don't care about that. Let me try searching for that number now. LM67R. I'm gonna make it capital just in case. 39. Dang it. All right. Well, let's check out what our new email is. From D. Quentin. Who's that? Dear Miss Blackwell, I wanted to reach out again. I am aware this is a difficult subject, but if we are to prevent your aunt and grandmother's condition to resurface in you, we must take the proper steps. Please contact me and we can schedule an appointment. Yeah, you're right, Relentless. This is the doctor from the first game. It kind of told us that, yeah, your aunt went nuts, and it could be passed down from one to the next in the family. So maybe you're going to be crazy too. That's scary. Alright. Quentin. I doubt we could search for it, but let's just try. Nothing. Okay. So I think that was just like a nice little, here's some information, but probably not important to the game. I want to try to call Peter's house. It probably... Oh, you know what? Maybe we should try calling it right here because we'll see her not answer it.
Hey, this is Peter. You know what to do.
I wonder if we need to use that somehow, because she can hear the answering machine go, so maybe we can have it say a message from somebody and then she'll pick up, you know? Your grandma and aunt went nuts. Could be hereditary. Just thought you'd like to know. Let's see. Aren't we banned from the hospital he works at? I think we are, Blaze. I think we did some bad stuff there. Okay, I'm going to take a quick restroom break because that tea just went right through me. And I'll see you in just a minute. Be right back, guys. Jessie had to say hi. She's following me around the house. Where you going, Papa? Let's see. If Jocelyn Countess became the Countess, what would Rosa become if she went crazy? The Black Veil. Ooh, I like that name. I meant to mention this earlier when we entered the bar, but the jazz returns. You know, they've used that song in like 3 or 4 locations. Love this song. I mean, even in the gym, they use the same song. It's just like a upbeat kind of like trance version or something. Hey, oh, Jesse emotes Tajay. I love it. All right. So do you guys think we maybe have to do something with the answering machine here? What could we do? All we could do is call it. I'm not sure. Seems like that should be a trick, though. I bet you would, Relentless. Bet you would. I was so excited to show Jesse, I totally forgot to go back.
No answer.
Wait, that was Michael. I meant to do Peter.
Hey, this is Peter. You know what to do.
She should leave a voicemail.
Ugh, coming. You again? What is it this time?
We can't even say anything right now. See, am I the only one who doesn't ruin John Failure? You want to keep that ruin going long. Make it a big John Failure. Some of us actually want to see the game.
You know what? Never mind.
You know what? Suits me fine.
Dang. All right. That was kind of cool. Was there anything else in that paperwork we could search? So we got the case number. Probation. New York City probation. Oh, we know what the probation officer is going to be. Carth House. Okay, so maybe we can make a connection between the Carth House and her case number.
Bingo. The case number is listed in this file.
There we go.
It belongs to a Maggie Fielding. It appears she was picked up in the raid on the Carth House. She was brought in for an emergency detox and forced to go into rehab. It lists one known family member, a brother, Peter Fielding.
Let's see. Think of the clip possibilities. Let's see. If it's a sound John Failure that I 100% support. Ooh, we could do that. I mean, we have like, you know, a bunch of sounds that are commonly used. When I'm having coffee, we got the coffee sound. Whenever Spider Monkey's here, we get rage, things like that. But what if we had, what's a good failure sound where somebody just says fail or something? There's got to be a good one from games we could copy. Because when I hear that, I'll know, crap, what did I do wrong? Am I muted? Is there no video? What happened? Okay, so we know her name is Maggie Fielding. Let's try asking her about her name.
Ugh, coming. You again? What is it this time?
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Making some progress. A good fail sound. Hey there, I'm John Katie. Wait, why is that a good fail sound? Just because I'm always failing? Alright, are you Maggie?
You're Peter's sister. Maggie, right?
Sure. Fine, you got me.
Gotcha.
Why couldn't you just tell me that before?
Because I'm trying to get healthy, working through the program, admitting I have a problem, just like my sponsor says. All that is the first step. I'm still working on the rest. Talking about Peter, that's step 5. I'm not ready. It's nothing personal. I just need to avoid thinking about him for a while.
And you're doing that by living in his apartment.
It's just temporary. I have nowhere else to go.
Touche.
And besides, what difference does it make? He's gone. He had a stupid accident, and now he's gone.
That's just it, Maggie. It might not have been an accident.
No. Whatever you're thinking, no. I need this to be over, you understand?
Then we need to talk. You can call your sponsor if you want to.
Screw my sponsor. Let's do this.
There we go. Making some progress. I think I know the sound you're thinking of, 43.
So, talk.
That womp womp womp. I actually already have one. It's kind of a good fail sound. I forget what I call it though, but you know The Price is Right, and it has like, I think I call it like fail horns or something like that. But whenever in The Price is Right somebody screws up, it goes boom 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 boom. Does that kind of sound effect? I put that in the stream, I believe. So that's a pretty good one actually. Let's see, I was mean. Oh, you weren't mean, Janie. I got the joke you were making. Let's see, your brother may have actually been murdered. I want you to think about someone taking his life, watching the life leave his eyes as they laugh menacingly. Picture this. It'll help you out. No, it won't. We're gonna like totally make her relapse.
What do you know about Peter's death?
Just what I was told. That he was fixing a light bulb and fell off the ladder.
That's what we
I remember
heard.
thinking it was a pretty stupid way to go, especially for him.
How do you mean?
Did you know the guy? He was obsessed with health. To die just falling off a ladder? I always thought he'd outlive the world.
See, that makes it seem even less likely that's why he died.
Why is Peter such a sore subject with you?
That's between me and him, or his ghost, or whatever.
It might help to talk about it.
I'm still working through the program. Talking about it is step number 5. I'm not ready for it yet.
Your father. What do we care about her father?
Could you tell me about your father? He opened the gym, right?
Oh.
Sure.
Could you tell me anything else about him?
If you want to know about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. Here's his address. He's always home.
This game has so many different locations to go to. They definitely stepped up the scale of this game. Let's see, eat your greens, but also have good ear-to-ear balance, kids. Don't hurt yourself. Safety is very important.
Can't you tell me anything about your father?
I told you. Ask him yourself.
All right, we'll do that. What are you watching? What movie was so important?
So, what are you watching?
I don't know. Some animated thing. Not normally into cartoons, but the ratings say it's good.
Is it?
I guess. They changed the main character's voice after the first episode, but it's not bad. Keeps my mind off, well, the stuff you keep bringing up.
Whoops. Wait, so she's watching a show, not a movie. She lied to us. Let's see, I'm so hungry. When she said talk about it, I heard Taco Bell it. Ooh, Taco Bell. I haven't had Taco Bell in years, a funny thing. I can't remember the last time I had it. All right, let's just go through the list. A lot of these she's going to have no idea. She's just the sister of somebody that was involved, so she probably doesn't know a lot.
What, those circle jerk meetings my brother went to?
You know about it.
Yeah, I know about it. Peter was a mess before he joined that group. If you ask him, he would say it helped him find himself.
Did it?
Who knows? I thought it was a cult. Might have been better if it was.
Why's that?
Look, never mind. Peter found himself. Good for him. I just have to focus on myself.
How funny. We think it's a cult too. Let's see, keeps your mind off. What, your brother's death? You mean your brother being dead? That? Like dead brother, dying brother dead? That one? Let's see, me neither. But food associations are popping up in my head. You gotta get some food. Actually, I'm gonna be getting dinner in just a little while. We probably got a good like 30 minutes or so. And then Andy's not feeling too well, so I'm gonna go grab us dinner. A character in this game just said circle jerk. Circle jerk. Michael Cooper.
Do you know a Father Michael Cooper?
Look, I don't need a priest. I don't need to be saved. I just need to get healthy.
I'm not asking you to see him. I'm asking if you know him.
Oh. No, I don't know him.
She's so much better now that we've gotten in. Have you noticed that a lot of characters are like super negative and hostile? Once you say the magic word, they just kind of open up.
Do you know Tanya Corsi?
Well, I know she's on TV. Or was. Didn't she die?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was a member of your brother's gym.
Really? You'd think she'd be working out in some fancy spa. Not my brother's crappy place. Wait, are you saying there's a connection?
No, I'm just looking into it.
Huh. Pete and Tanya Corsi. Now there's an image.
And we think there was some kind of connection between them possibly, huh?
Have you ever heard the name Benjiro?
Benjiro? No. Sounds Japanese or something.
That's what everybody says.
How long was Peter working at the gym?
About 20 years. Never thought he'd do it.
Why?
Don't know. He seemed to drift around for a long time. He was a teacher, waiter, construction worker, you name it. Then one day, he decides that taking over Dad's gym is what he has to do. Now the gym is a neighborhood staple. Made it more popular than Dad ever did. Good for him, I guess.
You gotta do something, do it right, right? Let's see, also, the sibling of one of the members saying it was a cult makes it likely that it was doing some shady shit. That's right, because she would only say that if she was hearing some weird stuff, right?
Do you know a woman named Heather Goffstein?
Nope, never heard of her.
That doesn't surprise me.
Do you know a Jim Peebles? He's a producer for the Good Morning Show.
I've watched the show, never heard of the guy.
Why would you? These next, or at least Ray, she probably doesn't know.
Do you know anyone named Ray?
I'm sure I might, but I can't think of anyone.
Tell me about yourself.
Opening up is step number 5. I am nowhere near ready yet.
At least she's following the program. That's a good thing.
Tell me about...
Oh, your father.
Can't you tell me anything about your father?
We already did this.
I told you.
So now we have to go visit him.
Well, I'd better get going.
Sure, you know the way.
This rabbit hole goes down pretty far, doesn't it, guys? What are we at, like 8 locations? Let's see, we got 7. No, we got 10 locations. Dang. Why is it all black? Fielding Sr.?
Wait, this is Greenwood Cemetery.
Hey. Oh, that doesn't mean we can't talk to him, though. Dude, look at these graphics. This looks cool. But it's kind of creepy.
This tombstone is faded and hard to read.
And why is everything step 5, though? What about steps 3 and 4? She mentioned, I thought a couple things were step 5. I'm like, are you being consistent? Let's see, this low-key reminds me of the Zen Garden in Detroit. I can see that, like the nice long path that kind of wraps around. Yeah, the water in the middle. There we go. Connor Lawrence Fielding, husband, soldier, father. Died in 1993. He's been dead for quite a while. Okay, so where is he? Did he already pass on to the other side?
There are a lot of family crypts in this cemetery, some going back 100 years.
You would think there'd be like ghosts all over the place here, right?
It's a little structure overlooking the lake.
I guess maybe in this world, ghosts don't usually haunt cemeteries, which is interesting. Did she go into the tomb?
This cemetery has dozens of tombs. I don't have time to search them all.
I can only actually click on 2 of them.
The exit isn't far. If I really need to get out of the snow, I'll just leave.
And the snow, that's right. There wasn't always snowy in the Zen Garden. That was like towards the end of the game, right? Connor? Coincidence? Oh lord, each of my figurines, they're all in a glass case, just randomly fell over and knocked down a few others, and it scared me. Wait, nothing touched it, Relentless? They just kind of fell over? Kind of creepy. Okay, so we should probably search for his name, or do we have his name now in our notes? Let me check it out. There we go, yep. So Peter and Maggie's father is dead and buried in Greenwood Cemetery. He died over 20 years ago on March 18th, 1993. Maggie doesn't want to talk about him. March 18th, 1993. You know how Peter, his son at the gym, is like trying to, whatchamacallit, like he can try to reschedule his meeting? I wonder if we have to try to reschedule a meeting for March 18th. And it'll make him remember something. That's the first time they've given us like a solid date. No, just heard him fall over. That's interesting. Joey did it. That's it. Alright, let's try combining a few of these just for the heck of it.
Connor Fielding is Maggie Fielding's father.
We got that. And Peter Fielding's father.
Connor Fielding is the father of Maggie and Peter.
I don't think there's any other connection, but we should probably go talk to both of them. I don't see anything else to click on here. Let's see, the case is so full, I'm afraid I'll knock over the rest of them when I try to pick it up. It's gonna need another case. Alright, let's go back to here. Our good, friendly Maggie.
Oh, coming. Oh, sure, come on in.
I kind of like that. That's kind of neat. I'm kind of bummed the rest of the game didn't do that.
So your father is dead?
Yep.
Why didn't you just say that instead of sending me to the cemetery?
The only person to visit Dad was Peter, and he can't do that anymore. I figured Dad could use the company.
Really?
No, not really. I told you, there are things I can't talk about yet.
Peter did visit the cemetery.
You said Peter visited the cemetery.
Once a year, on the anniversary of Dad's death. Peter was a damn saint.
Ah, so if we try to schedule our meeting on March, what was it, 18th or 13th? They'll tell us we can't because of his engagement to go to the cemetery, probably. So your father's dead. This is honestly getting ridiculous now, right?
Can you tell me about your father?
He died over 20 years ago. I don't see how it's relevant to Pete.
Let us decide if it's relevant.
Tell me You said Peter visits
once a year. Peter?
Well, I'd better get going.
Sure, you know the way.
Okay, it's time to go visit Peter. The Black Veil has no empathy. She does really dig into people to get those details, even if they don't want to hear it, and it would be totally rude to even say it. Where's the gym? Here we go. Unfortunately, we don't have a card reader. We really need a card reader. Because if we could go in here with, what's her name, Rosa, we could actually change the date on here. Maybe you wanted to do that to confuse him or something? I don't know. All right, Peter, give us some more info.
Hey, Peter?
Hey, man, what can I do for you?
Your father.
I heard about your old man. I'm sorry.
It was over 20 years ago. We all have to move on.
That's my plan, Peter.
We're gonna try to.
So, tell me about your dad.
My dad? He built this gym from the ground up. He was a military guy. It was hard for me to relate to him until I joined him in the running of this place. He might be gone, but he lives on here. I make sure of it.
I don't see his ghost anywhere. Let's see, the lady here is always working out. I see there should be a small chance of her falling and slipping. That would be hilarious if just randomly she face planted, got thrown across the gym. Just be like, what just happened?
So, did you know your sister is staying in your apartment?
She is. Of course she is. She probably fell off the wagon again. Just stay out of the way.
She's actually pretty nice when you get to know her.
Do you know anyone named Ray?
Sorry, I don't.
There's this TV producer, name of Jim Peebles.
I think we're
Do you know him?
No, sorry, I don't.
We actually did try blowing on her last time, Blaze. She has no effect. She's just too focused on running. Alright, so let's try rescheduling, and maybe we can put it on the date for his dad's death.
Say, can we reschedule that training session we set up?
Sure, we can do that. Let's go check the calendar outside.
Otherwise, why else would they let us do that? I figure it has to do with that date. Although I don't know what that would accomplish.
Monday at 3 p.m. is free. Does that work?
Sure, sounds good.
Great, see you then. Form looks great, Lisbeth. Just don't drag your feet.
I think that's the same thing that was said before. First it was Monday, then like Thursday, now it's back to Monday.
A calendar with a marker pen attached.
See, if we look at it, nothing changed here. Okay. Wait, can he blow on the marker? I don't know what it would do. Oh, it's Tuesday, okay. Maybe let's try one more time.
I'm not just
so we can relive this.
She's sweating so much she didn't even notice.
Ah, it's a sweat that does it, okay. Hey, do we ever go in the ladies' room? I think I missed that right there.
Hey, anyone in here? Anyone? Please? Well, that was disappointing.
That was great. Anyone in here? Please? That smile. That was perfect. Oh, Joey. So smooth. All Alright, so let's see what date it is this time.
Hey, Peter?
Hey, man.
Say,
Sure. At least it's fairly quick.
How about Wednesday at 2:30?
Sure, sounds good.
Great, see you then.
So it is moving, but that doesn't really tell us
Don't
much.
forget to breathe, Lisbeth. Always important.
One more time, just in case it does something cool. But I do think we need to know something about it to, like, do it properly. Like, know a reason or a date that you would care about.
Hey,
Hey,
say, surely.
He's like rescheduled us 5 times now.
I've got a slot free next Thursday at 5 p.m. How's that?
Sure, sounds good.
Great, see you then.
Well,
Form looks
alrighty.
great, Lisbeth. Just don't drag your feet.
And Rosa still can't get in here. We need a key card or something. Who can we talk to next? I'm trying to think of what new notes we have. Maybe we have to go back here.
I am not. You will find out for yourself one day.
Whoops.
Hey, good to see you guys again. Madeline here was just telling me the funniest story.
My host, please.
Right, sorry.
Oh, they're like friends now. I like it.
Madeline?
Yes, Blackwell.
Do you know anyone named Connor Fielding? He's dead, but, well, you know.
You know.
I have not had the pleasure. Apologies.
Ah, that would have been cool if she helped him.
We found Peter's sister Maggie. Do you know anything about her?
I'm afraid I do not.
Do you know anyone named Ray?
Apologies, I do not.
Hey, nothing with her.
I guess we should get...
Of course.
Let's
Father
try
Michael?
Father Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all these options. Did we already do all these? I seem to remember doing these two, but the rest of these look new.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Peter? Anything that can help us?
No. Of all the people in our group,
Yeah, we did
Peter
that
was
one.
the one I spoke to the least.
Jake,
I think
what's up,
George
dude? Long time
once
no see,
belonged
man.
to his gym.
How are you?
Even took personal training sessions for a while. But George wasn't really the personal fitness type.
Hope you had a great weekend. I went camping last night, so I didn't get to stream yesterday. We're doing a makeup stream today, and I'm exhausted. Don't sleep very well when I go camping, it turns out.
You knew George Austin, right?
Yeah, years ago. We went to the Grace Group meetings together. He was... God, you should have seen him. A total mess. He looked like a street bum. I don't think he'd showered in
Did we
weeks.
hear this before?
But that was George. He only put effort into the things he cared about. The Grace Group helped him find what that was.
I heard he became an art dealer.
Yeah, none of us could believe it. George, least of all. He always used to say that he would never have discovered his calling on his own, and he would have wasted his entire life not knowing. I used to feel the same way.
And now he's gone. Let's see, that's awesome. How was your trip? It was a lot of fun. The weather there, it was actually at a lake. It was really hot, but it didn't get super windy, so that was nice for the tent setup and everything. And a lot of good food, good drinks, just good times, just chilling out, hanging out with some friends. So it was very relaxing, very much needed break.
Leah was part of the Grace Group, right?
How was your
It was
weekend?
over 20 years ago, but yes. She was a secretary at the time, I think. She was childhood friends with George Austin, and she brought him to the meetings, hoping to help him out. Turns out it helped both of them. She quit her job and joined the police force. She said the Grace Group helped her find her way. I suppose until now, it did.
Okay, I think we heard that before.
Did you know Leah's daughter, Kendra?
Okay.
My God, I heard what happened. Madeline told me that her soul passed on peacefully, that she's where she is supposed to be.
Yes, she's fine.
I see. You have my thanks for that.
And Emil.
Are you familiar with Emil Haskins, Leah's ex-husband?
Sadly, no. Leah and I lost touch years ago. I didn't know she had even married in the first place until recently. But I feel for him. Do you know, there's no word for a parent who loses a child. The prospect is so unthinkable, we can't even name it.
That's a good point. We have names for the other way, but not a parent losing a child. You know, if like you lose your parents, you're like an orphan. But what if a parent loses a child? Let's see. Not a whole lot happened, which is a nice break for once. I love weekends where there's like nothing going on. You just get to do what you want. Stay in your PJs most of the day. Just relax, hang out. It's perfect. Let's see. I just played Job Simulator earlier today, and it was so awesome. Oh, did you just get a VR headset? I played that when I got the PlayStation VR. That was a lot of fun. I like that game. I haven't done a VR game in a little while. I really need to do another one. I just got, what is it, Fallout 4 on the PC VR. That might be a fun one to do. I wouldn't stream the whole game because that's a really long game, and I've already beaten the regular one, but I just kind of want to see what it's like in VR. I think that'd be neat. See here, did we already ask him about these? I don't think so. Let's see, I've had my PSVR for a long while. I never got around to beating any of my old PSVR games until today. Perfect. No, and what I love about VR games is most of them are short. And I love short games. Like, if I can beat it in a day or two, perfect. Because if I play like a 40-hour game, it's going to take me like a month or two to beat it. And it's just so much time. I don't have that much time to play games. Let's see, if a parent loses their children, then they are no longer a parent. That's true. That's true. But we have the word widow. Yeah.
Do you know a Connor Fielding?
Sadly, no. I'm sorry.
You're no help.
Do you know Maggie Fielding, Peter's sister?
Sadly.
Did Heather ever talk about Ray, her, boss?
Sadly.
Do you know anyone named Jim Peebles?
No. Sorry.
Okay, so we should probably go back and talk to Jim.
I guess we should get going.
But it's funny, we have like a few different storylines. We have like the Heather plot. We have the plot of all the people from the Grace group, and then we have the plot of what is it? That woman up in the penthouse. We're having a hard time finding out anything about Tanya. So it's like, which one do we tackle first? I don't know. Let's check out that producer guy.
I'm not going to run into the street. I'll stick to the sidewalk. Lafayette Street looks cold and icy. Better stick to the sidewalk.
That was interesting. I didn't realize I was even clicking on the street. So what other VR games do you have, Jake? I'm wondering what you're going to play next. Right, Newsroom. That's where he is. I end the story of Jim Peebles, the real mastermind behind it all. Don't underestimate the Peebs. Peebs.
Hi, Mr. Peebles?
I mean, he seems so inconsequential right now.
Rosangela, was it? What can I do for you?
But he might have some interesting background.
Does the name Connor Fielding mean anything to you?
Sorry, no.
I don't know why. The name Peebles makes me laugh every time I hear Rosa say it, but it does. It's just a funny name. Not quite Pebbles. It's just like a goofy sounding Pebbles. Peebles.
Do you have any information on a Maggie Fielding?
Sorry, no.
Do you do anything at all and have any, I guess, impact on the world? No, sorry.
Do you know anyone named Ray? I think he's involved with prostitution.
You already asked this.
That's not really the kind of thing our show reports on, so I can't really help you. Sorry.
What a boring show.
Can you tell me anything else about?
Like I said.
Nope, nothing with this guy.
Well, thanks for your time, Mr. Peebles. I might be back later.
I chuckle every time John says it, too.
I'm not going anywhere.
And every time I type it. Peebles. Relentless. Relentless. Thank you so much. You got a anonymous subscription. Is that correct? It's confusing. It says that you subscribed, but it said I remember. It says that because it doesn't like your name. But I know who did it from the chat. Thank you so much, Relentless. I really appreciate it. 4 months. You are 2 more months away from the N64 controller. But I really appreciate your support. That's so awesome of you. Thank you. But 'tis me. I saw that happen in another chat too. We had raided somebody, and then you followed them, and it did the same thing. Where it's like, anonymous followed, and they're like, who? Who do I thank? And you're like, it's me. Food. Okay, Andy is summoning food. It's almost 5:30. Is there anything else we could do real quick? I don't think there's like a good spot to like wrap something up. We're just kind of like in limbo right now. Let's see. I want to try the bar one time, and then we'll go get food. Andy requires nutrition. Uh-oh. When Andy starts throwing that face up, you know we're in trouble. Let's talk with Madame Pimp real quick, and then we'll call it for the night.
Hi, Ray?
Rosangela, was it? How goes it?
I think we need to say we're going to bring in the police, because nothing else seemed to work with her. Let's see what happens.
I could bring in the police.
I'd like to see you try. Every few years they try and raid this place, make a show of getting tough, but nothing sticks. I make sure of that.
Well, there we go. She's just such a badass, it doesn't matter. Always remember to feed your Andy, folks. I'm wasting away to practically nothing. You were just eating when you came in here like an hour ago, Andy.
I really need that client list.
Absolutely not. I give a premium product, and our clients expect premium service. Privacy is part of that service.
He's not telling us
client list
anything.
stays in my office where it belongs.
Maybe it was less than an hour ago. Last time you wandered in here, you were snacking on something. Let's see, your PSVR library, Jake. You got Invisible Hours. We actually streamed that game. That game was pretty cool. Tetris Effect, a wonderful game. Super Hot, a wonderful game. Doom VR. I have it, but I haven't played enough of it to give it a good judgment. Arizona Sunshine, I heard it's good. Moss, the demo was great. Astrobot, heard it's fantastic, like one of the best VR platformers. Haven't played it yet. Batman Arkham VR, I really like that game, but it's really short, and it has more of an impact if you've actually beaten the Arkham Knight game, because it's kind of like the fourth game in the series. It ends the whole story. Beat Saber is amazing. We've actually streamed that before here. Cat Lateral Damage, I haven't played that. I Expect You to Die, I've heard that's cool. Let's see, you had 2 bites before your stream and nothing since. You had a soda? Could have sworn you were eating something, babe, I forget. Maybe not. Static, I haven't heard of that one. Sprint Vector, I heard that one's like really good exercise. You have to move your arms like you're running. Res Infinite, I heard is good. And Psychonauts, I beat. That was a fun puzzle game. You probably like that. Let's see, office. She just said it's in her office. Yeah, we tried to go up there.
Well, I guess I should...
Best of luck.
Actually, she can actually go up there, but we couldn't find anything there, 43. Actually, I'll leave it there. That'll be a good place to call the stream. But once we're in here, there's some portraits, some tables and chairs, a big empty wall. There might be something here, and a mirror.
Ugh, no. I've been walking nonstop for 2 straight nights in the snow. I don't want to see how I...
So I think this is the office, but there's nothing we can do in here.
I'm not here to relax.
Don't relax. You need to find the secret room.
I should just leave those where they are. I don't need to take that with me. Joey, get over here.
What?
And with Joey, we've tried to go all over the place, and he can't interact with anything either. Oh, there's a sofa. Did I try interacting with the sofa?
Looks comfortable. Shame I'm not here for fun.
Fun?
I'm not here to sit around.
Yeah, I don't know what we could do in here, guys. I love the music here, though. Let's see, I should leave those. I don't need to take that. Rosa, your klepto is showing. She's always like, I can't fit it in my pocket or something like that. You know she wants to steal shit. She's like really into that. It's just not convenient at the time. All right, this is probably a good place to call it. Go get Andy some food and myself. And then, gotta get ready for work. Sundays are always slightly depressing. It's a lot of laundry, cleaning up the house before work, basically catching up on the week of all the stuff I was putting off, you know? Bummer. It's just that realization that we're going back to work. Although, on the bright side, it's only a 4-day week, so Thursday we can do a late night stream again. And I'm guessing we're probably going to be on a new game on Thursday. I fully expect to maybe beat this game on Tuesday. There we go. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining this kind of like off-schedule bonus stream. Let me update the credits real quick. There we go. Are you going to TwitchCon, John? I am not, Jake, but I saw you posting on Twitter, Jake, that you were going to TwitchCon. That's so cool. You have to let me know what you see, what you do. That sounds like a lot of fun. Honestly, besides a few people that we kind of interact with, like I raid you, raid like Rebecca the Brilliant and a few other people, I don't really know like a ton of people in the Twitch sphere, so I wouldn't know what I would do there. I'd be mostly just going to check out all the sights and sounds, maybe sit on a few conferences, you know, but I don't know what I would do there. It'd be interesting. But I don't know, if we get bigger and I start meeting a lot more people that are going, that might be something I would try to do. Because I'm in California, so it's not like impossible for me to go, you know, it's just driving. Let's see, and I agree, Sunday is just, That's why I like streaming Saturday. Saturday's a good fun day. Let's see. Oh yeah, we could do one of those real quick. Did you already post it, Blaze? I can open up Discord right now. So we got this ongoing thing. Oh, Saturday. Saturday's the best time, Relentless. Actually, I was up Saturday. We were playing, it was me, actually Spider Monkey, and Andy. We stayed up late. Everybody else had already gone to bed. They went to bed really early. It was kind of interesting. But yeah, we stayed up late. We were playing poker right next to the fire, just playing some music. It was really cool, very relaxing. Andy won. I was the first one to lose all my chips. And then Spider Monkey and Andy went back and forth for quite a while. And actually, I started taking one of their chips from each of them every round until they dwindled it down to very few chips. Otherwise, it was never going to end. All right, I think there's a new one right now. Perfect choice. All right, check this out. I need to mute this real quick. So this is... what we do every stream at the end is Blaze gives us a word, and I get to say how I say it in English, like American English, and then I try to guess how it sounds in England English, which a lot of times the pronunciations are very different. Probably 30% of the time I'm kind of correct, but the majority of the time I'm way off. So let's see. So this is a word from a game we played recently called Biorhythm, and it's funny because I think the Twitch bot, the Automod, thinks it sounds like a derogatory term, so they block this word, but it's an actual like biological term. The word is phages. I pronounce it phages. Actually, I don't even know how I pronounce it. I never say this word, but that's how I would guess it's pronounced. If I was to think it pronounced differently for England, phages? Phages? Not sure. Let's see, what is it? Okay. That's how I say it. So was that the English version, or is it the same in either case, Blaze? Let's see. Discord's video previews ruined my tomfoolery. No! Yeah, I knew what the word... Well, that's good. I need to know what the word is, Blaze. Otherwise, I can't try to guess it. Half the fun is me screwing up the word, you know? Let's see, Blaze, that's only the American pronunciation. Yeah, there is no English pronunciation. Unless if it's different or not. A funny thing, remember that? It's so funny. Some people get blocked trying to say phages. Some people, they have get out of jail free card. They can say whatever they want. Let's see, the joke was that I said in the text that it's Tuesday, but then you open up the video. Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, you said TLAB for Blackwell Epiphany Tuesday. I gotcha. Yeah, and it does say in the video American English, so it's not the English version. Oh, was the audio muted? There's another John Failure. I had muted it so we didn't get like a... I don't know if you guys hear it, but when I play background music, I have two lines on my recording software, one for the background music and one for my desktop audio. And I'm worried that you guys are hearing like a duplicate, so I usually mute the desktop audio. Okay, let me try this out real quick. Here's phages.
Phages. Phages.
You guys can hear that now?
Phages.
So it was the same. I mean, I think that's just the American pronunciation. And the real one, because why not? So Tuesday, I pronounce this as Tuesday. How else would you pronounce that? Tuesday? Like two? I say two. I wouldn't think you would say Twesday. Twesday would be weird. That'd be like a TW. Tuesday. I don't even know how you would say that. Tuesday.
How to pronounce this?
American accent.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
British accent.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
That's the same.
Irish accent. Tuesday. Tuesday.
That's also the same.
Scottish accent. Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay, besides
English
like
course.
Satan at the end there, they all seemed like the same to me, just a slight accent, but like the pronunciation was kind of the same. They're saying Tuesday? What? Let me try it again. Maybe I'm hearing what I want to hear.
Tuesday.
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 That was British. I still heard Tuesday. Here's the British one again. You guys hear Tuesday? I Tuesday you.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay, the guy says Tuesday. The girl says Tuesday. Both for British accent.
British accent.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Irish accent. Tuesday.
Chew.
Tuesday. Scottish accent. Tuesday.
Tuesday.
How would you say that, Satan?
Tuesday.
I love that last one. It doesn't even sound like a human. It just sounds weird. See, I think some say Tuesday and some say Tuesday. Why would you ever say Tuesday? That doesn't make any sense to me. Where's my music? There we go. Yeah, I don't know why you would ever say Tuesday. I don't. Where's the CH? Let's see. The first British was Tuesday, and the second British one was Tuesday. Okay, which is in a posh way. I gotcha. Normal British is Tuesday. Posh British, Tuesday. You know, it's almost like that thing we were making that joke the last stream about. Like if you say milk, silk, like a bunch of words like that. Like say silk 5 times, and then say what does a cow drink? People are thinking ILK. They might say milk. You know. Maybe I was hearing Tuesday, even though it sounded more like Tuesday. Thomas the Tank Engine, it's Choo Choo Tuesday, right? I love that Simpsons joke. It's so depressing. Poor, what was that kid's name? That kind of special. Ralph, I think his name was. Ralph. I love the Simpsons, especially old Simpsons. So from now on, I want you to say that's the same as American after every TLAB. Well, for that one, I was actually hearing, I think, what I wanted to hear, so it didn't help too much. It's Ralph. Simpsons. All right, guys, I need to go get food before I get in trouble. So let's find somebody to raid, guys. And now we only have one off day before the next stream, which is kind of nice. Usually when we stream on Saturdays, we have 2 off days. So where are we going? Following, there's got to be people streaming. It's still pretty early. Oh, the lieutenant, that one was way off. That one was tough, Blaze. I was way off on that one. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna give you guys 2 choices. Let me know what you guys want to watch. Finn is playing The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, which is kind of cool. He's going back to an older one. I thought he'd be playing the new Zelda. Link to the Past is a fantastic Zelda game. And Sarai is actually playing Persona 5. So who do you guys want to raid? Let me know. Bye, 43. Thank you for hanging out. You are awesome. I really appreciate it. And I'll be seeing you guys in just a couple days. See, I'm jumping into Sarai stream either way, so either way it's good. I see, it's almost 2 and I have to be up at 8:30, so I'm not voting. You know, it seems like a lot of you guys almost have the same schedule as me, even if it's a different time zone, where it's like when I need to stop my stream, you guys are pretty much in the, yeah, it's pretty much time for me to go do stuff too. Alright, I'm going to count that as 1 vote for Sarai. Sarai is really cool. Let me make sure he's still playing the game and not just wrapping things up. Ah, I got to add to watch. Dang it. I'm on Twitch, listening to your ads any day now. What is it an ad for? It's a phone? It looks like a phone. the new iPhone with like the weird 3 camera setup? I think it is an iPhone. Let's see, he started an hour and a half ago. He said he'd be streaming for about 5 hours. Oh, awesome, he'll be on for a while. Yep, he's playing, okay. Just want to make sure. Sometimes I go into there and he has like a not be right back, but like a stream ending screen. It's like, once you see that, you don't want to raid them. Bye, Blaze. Thank you guys so much. So everybody, and let me do my shout outs, of course, at the end. Relentless, thank you so much for the resubscribing. That's awesome of you. And I think there was one other one, but it's not showing up in my list here. It's not going to let me zoom back, but that's weird. I have like a list of things that happened this stream, but I know we had 2 subscriptions and it's only showing yours, Relentless. Janie. I think Janie subscribed because I got a message saying that Janie continued the gift subscription from Spider Monkey. I don't know why it didn't show up, but thank you, Janie, as well. That was really cool of you. And thank you, of course, Relentless. And everybody, thank you guys for hanging out, whether you've been chatting this whole time, whether you've been lurking. I really appreciate you guys here. And we're going to wrap this game up next stream. Pretty confident about that. I hope so, because I want to try to do one more game before we go into all horror games for October, which will be a lot of fun. So let me copy Sairai's name here, and we can start this raid. Luckily, I've never accidentally misspelled somebody's name and raided the wrong channel. It's gonna happen at some point. That'd be pretty funny. What are the odds? Like 2 people, like 1 character off, streaming at the same time. That'd be interesting. She did do that. I thought so. I don't know why my software is not showing that. Maybe it's like a filter that I have turned off. It looks like I have everything enabled though. That's weird. Maybe if I shut down, it'll pop back up, but I'll check it out. Well, bye guys. Thank you again so much for hanging out. Always great to see you. Until next time, have a great night, and I will see you in about 48 hours. Good times on everybody. Bye. Say hi to Sairai. He's a cool guy. Later.